oka na eba wanka emma tumi no kutaw yenim wono mu nyini se wo ho no eno emma wo nsesa ene nsesa se wo ho badwimma bia nim se wo ho otiase ena obo ni omani nyina bi ena ka tro nipa se onipa mede tumi na mawo ko fabi ka ho Ahenfie 106.1 Ahenfie TV yasha se enti fo afidie no etoa kohwe no TV so se woni TV ben wonso a na eja o Facebook ni Ahenfie 106.1 yeah my share wo Facebook na men share share me wo Facebook na men so men share wo Facebook one air join me Ahenfie 106.1 Ahenfie TV Ahenfie Media on YouTube Enti eja obi akwa babiem
Ahenfie 106.1 FM no kwaya baako pe
enuanom ye from Kwaku Sinti Musa dodo no afra me KSM pacho munchio mia me ofa say Dr. Kwadwo Jantuah. Pacho, I call him the voice of reason. Say ya try MPP, NDC, MPP, NDC. Now the nation is focused on Ghana man koso. How do we build the nation? It's me of us de biano. Say utie Dr. Kwadwo Jantuah. Utimunsa oka enyasa sem Ghana man koso unsem noka enya amanyo sem temperature pi debia mofamo efidelonto Ahenfie radio na muntie program efrena anopa Ahenfie hosted by my nephew Nana Kwadwo Jantuah, the voice of reason.
106.1 Ahenfie FM.
11 years ago ena Ghana yanti asema eye papa 11 years ago now we hin in crime ena insuo yiri fa wo mu nti say ye de ato say bibi e friend June 3 disaster and I say June 3rd disaster eye brea insuo ene eja ekabo mu etwifa enkrofo so eku nkrofo ewo Accra circle etwifa nkrofo so nkrofo wuye nkrofo hye ye de whole pictures ni videos ba beto 11 years ni 11 years eni ena nipa ewuye nipa wuyo nso twifa nkrofo so me pese me bo except kakra me ba na fe oti de eka no nkofo a omu prae de siye de koso de omuka oba Facebook aye the pictures ni bi beto oba TV nso na wo hwe TV nso aye de bi beto 11 years 1 2 3 5 6 7 11 and nsuo yiri ye kaiwo because bibian sesaye nsuo da so to yiri Accra he say kra de eto aye west ba bibi na si ye ma nsuo ni yiri ye ma ejasa tefa so ene eduru ba bia ne aduri June 3rd ena nipa ewuye enyoma ni bi wo ho a o kan ya na busan se nti ye de ye nhye bibia na mame mbo kakra Kan courtesy pause na mabɔ other ones no so no eti the course 11 years ago.
This is the adjoining house, a house that's next to the main filling station where the event happened. And we are here to speak to somebody who was gravely affected by this disaster. So, Pacho, Yefra was saying?
I'm Alex Manson.
Pacho, where do you feel?
Me was 35 years.
I 70 now where do you?
Oh, I'm 34.
Me pese oba Facebook na be share de ye kan me pese oba Facebook na oba share de siye sa bre no ye kaka ehu de siye sa bre no June 3 ana June 3rd disaster wa Accra nipa ewuye enso ni jakabo mu ehyi nipa nti we no ye Alex Mensa ono hwe de nima abrante kama eja hye na ma nanim nyina ye basa I had the pictures and then other stuff, videos na Beshebi, with the Beshebi. My any Alice Mensa, kind courtesy Pulse TV, and no money in the year interview. No.
1FM.
Oh, but they can say me revenue, but maybe talk oil. I was say, and I soon a toy engineer. Workers no say me about transit. So you can soon not no idea a crime they were toy. Inti me train in Sunat and Anka me kugu. Me curb nanka me ko afen so ni beti nso na ayedin so na ayedin sa afen edu ba bi ni de na ye ntimi kura enti workers no me beto adin to ma me be share o mu dem o inside o or filling stage meters no e be bo no me be share ho no mo enti afen edu ba bi na nso no eda ye kon ha sei nso yira na da me kon me ha no mu sei enti me wona nso ni beti nanka me ko afen e ma la tof na nso ni beti enti ada enti nso da me ha sei dem ti ya ni sei ejabo inti anse me piefi edem ho no inside or filling station inside bi omu chenyi waye no me piefi ho a me du gate na no keke no na eja na aso manim sei ti manim no me hye ukunsu na senso a tank petrol tank na e wo fom no oye no afra insu ama oye no ene diesel petrol no abensu ni nti ukunsu na senso a onum petrol no ene diesel no ko mu ntimi ti unya atwi tipie na eja no so asom nti mi hu bia me mfa nti makoma ehuru me pese me makoma nti na nka mi wu dade mi fro wu ma me hu sen ka mi wu nti mi na ma opem ko a opempem cars na esisi wo no any machines no uni bebi ko a okọ nso no so ade so asa nti mi na ma na me kopie tanka na so nti tanka na blast ye no ena me de nyanko paadum ne pagya me eto other side nti honom na me ha sei ekoto lolo kwan ne so ena ma me ha sei etwitwi sa no inti tanka na blast ye no ena me koto lolo kwan so na me ha sei etwitwi ye inti me nkwan je nyina no inti de muhu ya ne se masole a me na ma me ko na me dia hometie nante ye ko tata me nya ka me nya hwe inti me piefi je ma na me dia hometie nante ko efie na mo de me ko hospital ti hospital na me ko ye no first 2 weeks na me hu hwe me ni me bi kwa me wo up to time say nsunani ntu ko nsuna senso a onum petrol no ene diesel no ko mu ntimi ti unya atwi tipie na eja no so asom nti mi hu bia me mfa nti makoma ehuru me pese makoma nti na nka mi wu dade mi fro wu ma me hu sen ka mi wu nti mi na ma opem ko a opempem cars na esisi wo no any machines no uni bebi ko a okọ nso no so ade so asa nti mi na ma na me kopie tanka na so nti tanka na blast ye no ena me de nyanko paadum ne pagya me eto other side nti honom na me ha sei ekoto lolo kwan ne so ena ma me ha sei etwitwi sa no nti tanka na blast ye no ena me koto lolo kwan so na me ha sei etwitwi ye nti me nkwan je nyina no nti de muhu ya ne se masole a me na ma me ko na me dia hometie nante ye ko tata me nya ka me nya hwe ti me piefi je ma na me dia hometie nante ko efie na mo de me ko hospital ti hospital na me ko ye no first 2 weeks ni de na me hu hwe me ni me bi kwa me wo up to time say me nuso ebetete me
hospital be na mo de ko ye
ko 37 hospital me card nya push moto mu kra wa ha me ko ewo 37 hospital me card cramponi ewo 37 37
hono udi be ya
But me di 6 months 2 weeks. Our hospital no 6 months 2 weeks.
Now one nana atria or hospital bill no ma.
Okay, but your first 3 days in there, my parents na, my wife and cousin pay to any 15,000 and the receipts in now
1,000 Ghana cedis.
And the miana, the bush of cousin pay ska at the cotia. But you
50 on one nana atria.
The government in a the akan. But
now buy and so I'll call hospital. You know.
You mean still a crew meeting. Me call hospital every Monday, Friday bia, and then Monday crown. A son can make about Miniska or intimate many day. And to me, I was a press and cry if in that day. A crew meeting now still. I was son can make about me by no any many. A drew higher trammy as semi cotono. He said Miniska, you were drew as out and one as auto. He says Cabian Sunua, a semitor, and Dunus on the boarding. Into Nina, so risky to go see a Minis canto.
And no, buying a triumph.
Actually, they are buying into Yamaka, a buying beer into Yamaka. You dear, and no one in a canny a walker.
As I see it, to say, Ebimunya 10,000 cities near DB, Ebia Udebia, a win Sankabi. Oh, me patcho there be, Min Sankabi, but Peace FM, and more na, on by my damn panels, so many to tell me no, or Monami, who apart from no dear, by government and other anyway, dear, me patcho, Min Sanka. Emubia, Mensanka bia. Asemwe Osha wana ublimino.
Oh, sisi die. Kame hwese government no, ebe me ye mo bi ana se ankura na minya boafo we sei no. Ese mi wo yire e wo ma miensa e wo ho. 1 year nsuni, minya adwuma so da. Ese mi nkwala school fees. Ene adade, ene me ma. Me yire nso wo no, me se me dan tam so krampos kran so e wo ho no. But nyankopon adom ya sole fo no. And a boy Betty Grace, a domain Yasolifono. And one guy be a friend somewhere Jemai. No Metro TV, or no so baby fee, a best rame yemi, and one crying in Camesran Cran Cresse, who been so more about Boamia, Nanka or Mabo Boami. But convent inside in the day. Me call her dear, me buy me call me honomo. First one me call on dear. No musi one more wuno, any emo muska. But second time, me sanko hobium. It is the secretary no Mama Jane will say, Madam B. Or San Jamie Trans and make a say, or me but up there, I'm no.
Now, over Facebook and so ewo a branch no ewo ho. Aha, munya alignment, mami, mude mumfa into suna mumfa median into suna yen kasem. Make a June 3 disaster and a June 3 disaster. And nipa bebre ewuye. If you nipa say ewuye.
Na nipa be 150 ekro. 150, more than 150.
Any wuye.
Nipa wuye. Ewu sa da no. Sa nipa yi no, enye se bia onipa bi akeke na ye wo school fo wom, adwadifo wom, a driver fo wom, a teacher fo wom, wana ekọ mu ba bie omuna chese nipa kua hodo. Ene firim.
Over 150.
150 plus because ebeye mobo be ya reho se. Na problem ya edisa as disaster ibaye na yeda sugum. The probability say ebeda be sore na be sense very high because ensuye na toye ana yiriye ana ensuye ato yiri menya ba bi nyina okay filling station bi wa ha ma me nko gina ho no mo nanka me ntwen na ensuye to na tia mesim no makofi enti se ube kwa akoba me hu adwa o na chese me kowu asem na sa na tie ensuye yiri ma me nkope baabi mo me hu adwa afa baabi mo ma akobo hu adwa ho no mum na wuwu akofira ba baabi ayakoduru no nipa 150 plus and ewuye na utie de yanwa yi san kan yi a to the extent say yes wo mo mawo ni yam muska de wo de se wawu konana de woti ase na ne nkwa wo ho no no wapira no wono na wo se ye hwe na de wo de se wonya awu ye koto daka de ase ni pakura adaka ye de kwahye fom enti mi woni sananka omu mapira no ana se na sika bi wo ho no mu a e wo se ye mfa ma wo mu ho ban a enkomo amuti ase enye obi a wawuo ne ye de koma na busuafo ye di sika enkomo obi a wawu a ebi a de wawuo ne wo ma ne aban no ehwe enro nkra no ya hwe wo mu but nye obi a wawuo na sebi na eya arehwo junta deduru a na enkofo bebre esumi nim sa ahomachi wo mo mbesu na dosho wɔne anadwo pa wɔn bɛsu ɛna dɔɔso sɛ wo maame wo ba bɛkra wo kɔ school aba na wo bɛtia ne sɛ yɛse ebi kura wo anya kɔ amfiri no hɔ no mo wo ti wɔ radio so anasɛ wo hu wɔ TV so sɛ yɛse nsu ayiri ama egya atomu ɛwɔ filling station bi ama nipa awu afɛ wote wonim sɛ wo bɛba wo kunu bɛba wo yere bɛba wote wo no mo a wonim sɛ wo ba asɔre anɔpa kɔ school wo kunu asɔre anɔpa kɔ dwa so wo yere asɔre anɔpa kɔ adwuma wo dia wo bɛtia ne sɛ wo mai de ɔte ya ne sɛ yɛse bi wawu dia wo bɛhua ne sɛ wo maame wo papa wo yere wo kunu apie ɔkɔ nanim fɛfɛɛfɛ wo dware asiesie ne ho anɔpa ɛkɔ adwuma na ɔbɛba no a wo bɛhu ne biam no na wahye hwɛ yɛ papa yɛ anim na wahye and adia esi ye no me na ye nim sɛ nkampanyifo betimi aye bibi di afa ho sɛ de be ya ensan so nsi bi but no kwasam ne sɛ meka sɛ the probability sɛ asɛm esi ye bi mo bɛsan esi na very high in Ghana here because ensuo na gusua ejiri o mantam wa wanyiri ye meboa ejiri kofo japade asai bra Facebook na bra behwe bi bi a wanya akwanya enhu 11 years ago de si ye no kwasam ne say yenya adaji breaking down the amount bra Facebook be hwe nkofo cars asai efia asai ejapade asai enipa ahyehye nipa timi atoto say de sebi yeku aboa de na hugya so na ye toto aboa no ye free ye hyase wo he ye kwa hefa Omaya ya si yetu efamagudie wa ha. Womaya ye wo bibia bi. Sebi wo mumpa ye de wo mkogu esra so no. Wana anwea prada da mumpo etimi develop wo mu di ama na ye ama ye nte sa ansem we bi sa. Na yenya ye wo akadia ye betimi di asiesie kofi bese ye di itumi ahya wonsa ya ka cho se jisika fa efa totonuoma fa ma ye ne eduru ba bi krampo no na se nuoma nkoyi a ya samu akonya se kwa abonten kokobobose akwa jisika ni bi fa bra na fa bebua ema nuoma nkoso wanyina chiri Ghana ni sori ana ne raho because ye ntimi totonuoma ma ne nya se de sitie ama edu June 3rd bia na ya raho wo Ghana ha sei edu June 3rd bia na ya raho e wo Ghana ha sei na Ghana fo su ni yenya adaje na yenya mpanyufo bi we ena aduru wo so bi beba be kasa wo ho panyini bi beba be gina stage na ya wa ma speech kama ni ya boni nsama man de omunim anie de womunim anie se ye bebusa se de na mansu yide ni baaye wo mu betena se hu se nsu yide no efri ha okay de ne betimi aye ane gatas ni mu na sisi ye enti ene ye ntete gata mu ye mpamle bi ento on ma sa mra we obi di nwura to fom a emra ne ni bedi these are some of the things that amabia ya enne aman nuoma ekoyie ensuo ntoma ensuo nyimfa wo mu enti ye mpanyimfo no aso wo mu ko wo no mu hu bi enti wo mu ni sa mpanyimfo wo de mo kwakrampo na mu no mu ye edi nkoma enti ye wo mu nka ekwan mu fa so mu toto nuoma ama wo mu kro na develop no mu nka bi nkyere wo mu. And of course, me say, ye better sorry dako. Sa some ye see ye better so sibiem. Because ye nya she would akra enyiri ye. Sa me boa mo won kran. And na so nyiri. A free last week so 2 weeks ibe ya kansu yiri won some sa ya kansu na chese disaster na see en atorenche ma see yo se den ye timi nya ho hwe na ye nya ho hwe ye ho hwe
via so ubodiem Ahenfie 106.1 I mean my ensemble ba kubina into the victim ni bi enso eka.
This June 3rd disaster, you know, the people involved are also part of the association. So most of them actually complaining of compensation and the economical, you know, challenges they are facing now as a result of the incident that happened. I must really say it that with all humility, we believe in the law court and we believe in
Ahenfie 106.1 FM.
Most of our members, as I've already assured them, that in any means we're going to do to help them get their compensation, we're going to do it. we'll try it in the software and ask them to do it. If that persuasion, fails, we have no option but than to go to court. And I must say that we are under the Federation of Ghana Disability, and we have good, equally physically challenged or disabled or blind or what good lawyers who are going to be in our shoes and deal with the issue as accordingly. This June 3rd disaster, the people involved are also part of the association. So most of them actually complaining of compensation and the economical, challenges they are facing now as a result of the incident that happened. I must really say that with all humility, we believe in the law court and we believe in the judicial system in Ghana, and most of our members, as I've already assured them, that in any means we're going to do to help them get their compensation, we're going to do it. We'll try it in the software and ask them to do it. If that persuasion, fails, we have no option but than to go to court. And I must say that we are under the Federation of Ghana Disability, and we have good, equally physically challenged or disabled or blind or what good lawyers who are going to be in our. The people involved are also part of the association. So
your pick our voice every year. Ahenfie 106.1 ebusia 11 years in ye utie de mini aba afia kan ya. And after 11 years, yedasoka flooding. We don't just say yehu ahomete and yehu abufuo and issues we one say ya bosswa unim the entire na mpanyimfo ne MPP ne NDC no because when who say ho na mope oman ye serious no nka we and ye twe ho wo parliament. When you at parliament too, maybe Edru no. And Kawena may expect to say NDC MPP MPs no parliament no. Omo junu ho say, hey, flooding yo, insu yiro, insu obeto, ya be ne den. That discussions no at baby. MPs no wo hani aka just say u constituency yiri no akogina baby no akotam boat na no wager na MP no ni nyina de oye ni nyina ne say o yam yam say o bebeboaye but issue no sympathy. That's the sympathy. So na me wo hobby, but what you do to avoid onye ye dey avoid this flooding beba no onye why na ton asase no mo me enka no kranche ye ho why na ton asase no asase no baby ye ton asase no why na ton assemblies in nyam na mo hye ne ton so won hene bi ton asase na assembly ni ntimi nka say nana we de ton asase no nana de ugyan na obeton. That is a fact. Ugyan na obeton asase baby obeton ugyan na obeton yenim ugyan na obeton baby oni kwan say ye ton bi obeton. But ye to assassin nipa ni wi a ego say wo enti assembly ni nana e na trans se nana yi aha de ubetimi aton aha de ye nton de bia e na busa enyami o na nana na ton ye ai nana na assassin nyina no nana ye de ahye ne nsa but se nana ton sa assassin na say ya before se nana kra beton no and say before se be demarcation no nana person ye demarcation na okọ assembly. Say nana person ye demarcation say medru time we say mitwitwa haton a okwa assembly any assembly kosia enti assemblies no muntimi ne nana nkase nana ahade ye nto ma ne nyeye say who see store I was say make sure say what buy ade ni mu gata ni mu ban mu covet no ye ne kakraka 11 years nie ye da soka flooding e die ne besie bibia nsi. Me see June 3rd, the 11 years, nipa over 159 plus. Ewuye, ebi pra, ebi nima say. Die ne ka se, die ne japa die. Se onokra, nipa na wa breno, nipa na we prano, nipa na nebuse ni wuye no. Sa nipa no, oguso pa abaya chow. Sabra na yira President John Dramani Mahama na president. Akwaba ene on air president. We are still talking about it. Odon River no. Yira na Akufo-Addo. Umejina so Odon River ye betim ni aye ne kama bepem ne Odon River no aye basa yegusu team. Yegusu team o yegusu team. Every year ye be ko because enche circle ebe yiri ma VIPs cars ne nkofo ka ne nkofo a ye be wie na ye huom no matotom pelele inso be yiri afa nkrofo ye be wie be news ye wi aye nka hwe fa ho biem oman no ye rap te se ye ho ani wododo honestly asema ye ka obi be ne fa ho no ho hia when you friend of politics or politics no ye politics say de bu anipa ye politics say de bu anipa ye to aba ma obi say ondwene ma ye ntimi nyini nti wo dwene ma ye keke aye problem nti busa assembly we de anyame o nana no me de anyame o nana na ton asa me de anyame o engineers na motete wo no de bia na mo muti assembly ho mo nkasa na mo ne Ahenfie ne kabom na ma ton sase ani kwanse eton na insuyira ba you are aware you are the cause na no ye kan Ramsar site no wanti say Ramsar site ye ton asase wo Ramsar site but why mo na filling stations no why mo na filling ho ka tell me why mo na filling baby ya ateche no enye sikafo ya. Let's be honest with ourselves. We don't create a problem, na problem ne ba, na se ye nim de nti a problem ne ba ye. Person na nso to a, ye nyini ye, mimi nyini odi chem so ye nya so. Because school Kings International. Person na nso to a, efemu kama. Ene sa nso no aye gata. Ene ye sisi na nti nso to a, na eyire buafa so. You cannot cheat nature. Ehede na brochire obi nsuo ewo ho. Listen, Jesus Christ. How? We are still talking about this thing. And I ever call Komfanochi. The same problem I can no. Komfanochi say a do level of Komfanochi. Udi ni pakra kwa say ayema. Sabi utia was na dear cranny. And I'm politics, and I'm see one, and I'm here agenda one, and I'm here as say we are, and I'm here ferry, and I'm here say. Because penino ne yire yaria onko ho. Nipa say na emergency bar o metimi atam sika say de o private hospital. E drone kura betimi ato. Woda ho one day a wo betimi ada ho. How many of us and e betimi de yabusia for emergency? Say the name koho. It's not just about me. Me I be a metimi. But it's not just about me. I don't think about myself. And me konfanochi wo ebi me nkopehwe wo hoda. Because me nkoho ebi me wo sika metimi de private, but it is not me. Anya me eyewo. Say emergency asisi ya na yesi konfanochi. Ukoho a ayema Ghana ho ayema enye ono a enye konfanochi problem. Why? Because ye tena se ma menu mienu ye gitumu ye NDC ni MPP a edru ba bi a ye betena se ya masa problem no aye bebree ye nka ho asem. Because asem no hia de wo dwene ho ne 2028 wa ban ye beba ana wa ban ye beto aso eno na wo dwene ho wani abre na obi a nanim ye kama nanim asei or patch o say abantua ne ka obekọ ho no no mra ahosa ye mfa wo mo ho. Because do you know why? Because omunye NDC ni MPP for womo mo hye ye omu wuye no omunye MPP ni NDC executives omunye NDC ni MPP executives omunye president abusia omunye ze omuhu hia biem omanto aba enya hwe 159 plus ewu ebie prepra ebie nima say yentimi after 11 years and solve the issue of flooding. Ema ka jo say edum eyiri inso toya na eyiri. Do you know why? Because gata no tetene de ntina na enyina sese eyiri. And so akrache for mu tikemi, akrache for tikemi. den saa nsase na moton ye no a mo si saa asase no se moton asase na ntimi kan cho mo say let's make allowance for baby ensuo befa da bi ye be si baby ensuo no kura befa no baby esu bi ni befa no ye be say si no ye be say si baby a ayi no no ye be si no. Are we okay? You can't say I won't tiase. Nemo yes kwa de na no didi mpaji fatam na ye can't say I won't tiase. Uti care me ho into wani je. Inso me sin so be abeto edumu ba be yiri boss FM wenche be yiri ni akwa o fa ba bia je inso na yiri o inso na yiri na eda na yiri enyiri sei eda na enyiri ebe yiri. He say be complaining na inso na yiri o na behwe aha ye ntimi kura mpie ye ntimi mpie. Eno me de wo kire me de wo call Singapore sa fa ko hobiem kroa e planning kro etnase na planning me ko KM sisi anam ko bisa say KM mo plan mo flooding plan ye den kra mo ntimi nyi bi ma me KM me ko KM sisi anam say mo fa planning fa dem mo de na kro to ansa na de we ato e dem mo de na eno mo di prototype no to ho no ne fa to kro planning no otrase no adwene o se insuo mimi wo Singapore insuo yiri fa me nkrofo meye ne den no the expert engineers abetena se plan it they plan omo dwene krobi dwene ko nanim ena me catch us Professor get Hofstede o se yenya for over 100 o se Ghana for yanyinu nkwa akiri Ghana for nyinu nkwa akiri enti ye wo 4 out of 104 because average Ghana in planning a life ye me so pa kokeye me nebusa engineers and say hey flooding no mo plan the same for the next 5 years onya bi ma obato to papa so why because ye jama politician no ba o kono ye be jama no na be dwene amayen enti ade ne nya politician na dwene se na aban ebe wini na odwene ho enye de be boa se de be ya eso bete at this time me sin so beto edume yiri nipa bewu akra ebe yiri nipa bewu ebe fan krofo fie ebe complaining nagmo bebem. Sometimes we become so useless. You say we become so useless. Now a problem. Enti ade no empanifo se dua enya we bebo no ye ntwa so ye tu ase ye de bia ye twa so na anyini na ye de blade stick ye na chese abradi nyakopo ekro be ni mum ye bro eni kwan sanke ye kasa sei ba mum ye bre. You see a problem ni engineers no mo care me engineers you are the cause ade bi wo ho a me life ade bi wo ho na emoa me mfuaso in my life I don't care me ni wo ye adwuma na ade na emoa me a me mpene so because you have what no ene me jai because ade no moa me na force me a me jai adwuma na so nsa because me nim say emoa me. Let's be honest with ourselves. Assemblies no much way dey. Assemblies no they take crow from they take oferi chrome swami kemi swami takrade MCE Accra MCE whoever much way dey engineers much way dey they be eba ni about politicians ni di enti mo party say mo ntimi kan mo na mo advice say honorable ade we dey emoa enso ye be hwa ni akogye hu sika na assembly akogye hu sika obusa na o se menya we obi shase timi ebesisi container si baabi mo ya aware mo ye busoma menya aware minim de odi kosi ho ofre obi ase menya aware nti wu wadwuma ne sen wote ho wote assembly wu wadwuma ne sen what's your work wadwuma ne sen wani wu sa wo ye city engineer yetimi ye kwan na nkrofo e de anwea abegu kwan ne so ene de eba no ya kwan awie no na kwabra na isini dan a no de anwea begu kwan ne so no what the cement in asefo na obi horo car e wo kwan no so enti woto no unya we say be say kwan no enti wu engineer no sori anopa uni car wo betimi de akọ rounds. What does it take? First na kuma aseso se kura ya chichechichem Into we engineer, city engineer or whatever, unto sorry no pa, untimi nko rounds. And ye timia ye kwan, ya kwan na wie kama. Ya kwan ni wie no, ye jaya ma amia egugu kwan no ho ama se amia no kura afunwura amia no. Me wan se enim se amia se kwan. Ye ni city engineer, anam panyifo bi o mo sorry akaka se amia betimi ase kwan no, ana betimi akoso flooding. Eno ya dey. Mummy e bread do. Nje na politician na amanyofo ne de I can tell you Ghana your problem ni nyina ye technocrats. Akrache for na omo de aban bi aba oda so te wo. Oni MPP ni NDC bia bi krono a ekoso nyina woni bi. Ba bia ya to asase ni kwanse ya ton bia woni bi. Eba ye bebo politician ni din. Ye bebo politician ni din ne ye jai no. Nenche me be gym city engineers ni ma mu nyina mu din ye wi a mo ne ye be komo so mo ye be bom nyina mu din mako that is your job. We see KME boss FM ye modia engineer wo ho no enti onim se flooding beba enti de no ye baby a wo hwe me afri wa Accra amasama whatever engineer no wa hu ni dan hu no eba politician be gina ho ne de camera si ni so e was say etwa say ss politician bi wo kro ba ye no kra na asase ya ton dada ni DC China malls ni nasefo oba no asi nsuo no nsuo ne to anafe ayeketwa bi na ayira fa nkrofo fie onfa ho ye nkana asem because o sika. May you perish with your money. Because ye nyina na ubetimi ni sika hwehwehwe yana. Ha? Mi busamo. Enyo bia na betimi ni sika hwehwehwe no. Between Ghana and money, I would choose Ghana. Me say kabien between money and Ghana, I would choose Ghana. So see kanu na wo pesa wo di enti enya ka there be I would choose Ghana over you. Ye my Ghana nie. Enyo bia Ghana. Enye sa na abeto no. Obi ye ni ye nko anye ni yanka wo ma metena ho akonya na wote so no be free so obi na net ho. What kind of life is this? Ntide bia say ya die na yesu afrim flooding no asema ni eku nipa no yensu ahwemfrim mo am won kra mo nim de make nso ba beto asa yiri kuma se ba bi nso tonet se say ye west edu dry season anam otonton saase no mo am nim say ho nsuo ni nye ye si nsuo no ye twa anwane de si nsuo no emum tina ntere bia ye mu bi de chese bia nyame because ye mu bi be ye president a ebe din o me madisua me kosua ye nyina ye sustainability nti wo de wonsa ka asase na atese wo twema koma ye nim de nature te ye nim de obade ensuo forest ye ntiase he omanya untiase uti krom ha unnim se environment no se wan ma ho ban a wo eye no me ma wo there are things amuntiase de ntia wanya bibia so still ahon ton ni say asase no what say no asase ni wotumi ye na nanim de enim de make asase ni wotumi enti se wokọ sasa ye na nanim nim enti no mu kura asase no se wokọ na kwakwa galam se kura wotu kwa ase on se asase no ena wodi unyansa ase asase no ena de unyansa esi bebie wo se nsuo kọ nsuo ne to e be fa bebie wo se efa bebie wo se efa na efa be fa you don't complain I'm not expecting say nsuo ni be fa ye no ye be complaining because wo okoto bebie sa asase no wa musa opede afuntia ena engineer ne so ton ma o ena ohene ne so penny sika dodo nti o sa ton ma o. And then we come and complain. Yeah, complaining actually why. Nipa bewu. E was a flooding we ho. Ebe news. Nipa 300 ewu. Oh, nipa afofro ye. Nipa nya ba bi nna wo. Ye be kasa news no. Na awie bibia nsi. Ye be kwa koda. Because this is who we are. Be kwa koda na ye kan this ni MPP.
106.1 FM. No cray about coupe.
Singapore de no oba Facebook a ye de to Singapore deɛ no bɛhwɛ prototype ni bi ɛna nam de kyɛ na time ɔkɔ bɛhwɛ bɛpɛ sɛ mu hu ɔma yɛ dwene and because they think ɔmo dwene yie ɛnyɛ adwene bia ne adwene o ɛnyɛ adwene a de pesika o yɛ adwene yie bra Facebook yɛ de to am wahu bi bɛhwɛ bi ɛna yɛ de ɛda hɔ no bɛhwɛ efi atwa ho mfoni kyerɛ nkrofo
nana busabra Facebook wai se baabi a wɔn so ntimi hu a de ye huni no ɛyɛ kwan a yɛ fa so a yɛatoto ayɛ bridge ahodo nti sɛ bi anka yɛmfa ne sɛ Kumasi a yɛhwɛ baabi te sɛ kofi baabi a na wɔka no yɛfrɛ wɔ sɛ bola kejetia ne ɛso hɔ no baabi a Dr. Mensa hɔ no mo no ɛne Hello FM ya Dr. Eka ho asɛm no na nka ya plan ne sɛ yɛnya drainage system kama nti de yɛhwɛ no ɛyɛ drainage systems a yɛde agu nkrataa so sɛ enu na yeba ye wo baabi nsuo ta yirigiri no na wo hwese do mesia ye na ye baabi on ma glasses ene be wo ho no on se glass no nso no edi dwuma pa absorb nsuo ememim nsuo twetwe nsuo enti saa na yesia ye no ma ye ne kama baabi nsuo ne ebefa ye de glasses afefa ho nyina se de be ya nsuo ne yiri kura ne ba soro na grass no nso ebe absorb nsuo no enti no hu se pipe dam bridges ni wuwom ya ade ne kakraka ebi kura ha na nke beka se bi kura se dam no kese pa na bridges ni ewuwom enti de yehwe no nsuo ni de kama we no de na che se book mu de krata mu de a ya de ato ho no mu endo na se o ma ga na ye wo bi de
eno nti na in project management no ye frɛ bibi initiation ye nsuo yiri fa ye nkrofo enti ye be ne den ne ya planning enti we no ma ye ne ye the plan stage plan stage ni say okay here we be say yemfa akrachefo mekambum ne yem fix problem ne was here fix no that is the planning stage in the planning stage you know and na me kire project management cycle na triangle no say sa be no ye hu say ye be ne bre ben ni scope ne kakraka ebe den afen so akade resources eye akade hu sikasem ni nipa ye de ba be no ma ye sa de we nyina enti omu wi na implementation no e na wo hu ye e wo sa insuo nim no enti we no ma ye ni nyina ye se nipa wo mu de omu ye the same moja omu timi dwene se ye ma insuo mflade Singapore a insuo wo ho no eno nti na wo hu the main one na de omu ye uhunu de me wa
na se nsuo wo ho chen yen
kwa ya sa so nyi mo mpre Netherlands de ne nso ma me bibia Netherlands o muti nsuo so
o mo mti nsuo so no ye kwa de wa asase no je se ye ntimi nhihye nuoma ye ntimi nsuo ni yiri fa ye ba ye wo obi a ono no ti nsuo so ba watimi ahihye nuoma nsuo hu nyiri fa
de nsuo ni yiri o ti nsuo so Netherlands o muti nsuo so but o hwe we na mpacho fa main one ba de omu ye no the main one na ebe nsuo no te se de no ye hwe ye no na hwe adwene enkrofo adwene no for the other one ma main one no field na de omu ye no we ye omu ye no fa field de na nkasa to so ma me na enkrofo nso enhwe oba Ahenfie 106.1 ubehu de ye kan not this one the other one na bridge no not this one you wear beko but we show we ma on say Ahanka river pra nsuo na ye brown you understand obi planning ko because of hono ye nse nsuo no
na leadership
not this one the other one
leadership because we know what snase adwin say sa or how we na ye ya beto no say na ye fa so esia solve no enti ye wanimdifo a omo abobel and omo atena say okay sa we wo ho dada ye ntumi ne how ne ntina enti yenye we yenye bi yenye si yenye di said the be ya ye ne a ye ti o say ni mprempre ni current generation no ye hu betumi ahenhan yen na fe so omo ba no so sa how na ye beto ye na ye se ye mpanimfu a ye nim nyansa ye dwena ma oman no yenyi sa how ni mfiri o na o kina bi omo ba ambebo ye sobo ebia no mo so abemiti ohaw foforo no mo so de omo nim de e de asolve sa haw no enti sa na Singapore na mom ye de flooding ye beka ho asem sa senne me yo mampeni dada me ye wan se medi oman no so pen e wo kwan bia so a enne mesi mitrase na me ra ho me ho na mebu me ho for say we die manye ne yie se ne me ye omampani His Excellency former President Nana Addo me ye omampani John Dramani Mahama na meti ho say ya me rebe ho me ho say ma ye Ghana fo boni sa na nka meka kire me ho enne 3rd June 2025 yentumi nye hwe
2026 in 11 years.
Yeah, 2026. 11 years. Yentumi nye hwe fa ho ena ensem hunu de sabio de nyansanim ena yeye. De hunhia ena yeye. Ennei ye discuss MPP NDC. Oh, ena NDC be ye say. Enti say no ye wo other media houses omo twen say MPP beka we NDC beka we na nano pay ye betnasia ya discuss say MP bianka hwe say minister bianka hwe ye ni hwe ye discuss. These are the things I was say ye discuss as Ghanaian journalist. When any problem man here solution because say you address problem say here me and me meti Ghana say me ho beto me de oba Ghana no ono so beto hwe de broni aye
nti de oye no wo eyi ho no ena odi aba de oye wo efi ho no
prototype no ena we ye real one
nti na me say me ko assembly kemi ana say me ko Accra ana assembly so ne say monfa prototype of Oforukrum ana say Kumasi ana say Accra monfa nkyere me we hia o mo betre me paper map map no betre me. But Krono nim de etie ye wo architect into Nkako K University a wo de saa eyi ni mo say muntwa na munye saa de no emaye
omo baye
Dubai ne na sefo awuhu nyina no omo wo prototype no Dubai a wuhu de wuhu bia no omo wo prototype now saa de we ayeke na yemfa ba ko nto de no ni broni bi edi nkomo no de nti ye ka Singapore ne say Kofi Boame Singapore omunya independence that be mboa na nkofo nyei we need to think Ahenfie anopa Ahenfie ye man Ghana we segment your friend ye man Ghana obi akwa ma na ye fe oba na wo kan na me ko Dubai na me ko Singapore mpanifo ni nyina akọ ye pese hu say sa nyoma we very simple now bra imagine na ebetimi ya edum nie ye de atoso bra Ahenfie 106.1 bra Facebook Ahenfie never share Singapore uti kromo wo nyina akọ me say hwe krono the way we see asese no Singapore the e krono na ya asese no zanka we adum say na we say ye betimi ya ma na ye we obeka say ye nduru ho enya krono ne adwisem a ye wo sika bebre na de yetimi de 90 million kotu e form se cathedral 90 million no ne de ye adum ye de ye flooding ye anka entimi nye cathedral form hole nifaso bia maso kwabrane se ye mfa ntu ensum nyame faso bia maso insuo toyi aye pu hwe de obi kro wa plane ahehye ne kama broni no cheye Singapore wenya omo independence
Singapore te say Ghana na omo so British for any deal omo so enfie bebre na mom omo gain self governance so omo ankasa edi omo self governance no omo gain in the year 1959 and in the year 1965 omo gain independence
kabiem
me say Singapore et say Ghana Britain for be di almost
de ye hwe
I sanko for we
mpacho se huhu me pacho bra Facebook Ahenfie 106.1 mpacho se huhu runabout no it dey for runabout no toto KJT adum dia na hwe de we mu sia planning
Britain for so di Singapore for so enfie bebre
hu so obi abunia hu so obi abunia hu so obi abunia onse omuye de na no masa de nua esisim se de be ye be ma wo oxygen yi
ubenya from apa
kejeti an ye twitwa wie ye na ne tefa so
1959 and omu gain self governance so omu ankasa yo monioma 1959
yeah so we nimsa Ghana de na 1957
and
omu de independence ye dey 1959
and only a self-governance. Self-governance.
Okay, so ma be do mo.
Omankasa ebedi omoso still krana emrofo no ho. Nemo in the year 1965.
And be a republic.
And omo be a republic.
And I there year 1960. They be saying Ghana be a republic 1960.
Yeah, 1960.
1960. And be a republic. It's yemfa ni say self-government yemfa say year there year 1957. And omo there year 1959. And na yenya republic afi de bibia omo free ha.
Omo free ha.
1960.
That's right.
And Singapore the any day omo di omo so be a republic yemfa say 1965.
1965.
Let's say yeah 5 years a chance
na Singapore.
And after many years after many years. Okay, so let's look at from 1960 to 2026 mon divide mami. How many years? From 1960 be a republic no. Just ye ni bie ya Bruni kasa afidie ye ndi musu biem no. Mon divide mami mon subtract mami.
Okay,
2026 divided by 1960.
2026.
How many years?
2026 divided by 1960.
Okay. 66 years.
Okay. 66.
Let's say Ghana from republic to now. 66 years.
66.
Okay. It's Yensho Mudiano 1965.
Okay. 1965 minus
Singapore.
Okay.
Almost what they say.
Okay.
Almost what 61.
61 years.
Let's say in principle. Ghana 1957. What they made the year 1960. So in principle, whilst we made 61 years based on republic, no. 1965 no. Almost 61 years.
61.
But yeah, you need to near war a Japadian Akadia Chum. And no mukroni. Ometimi aye run about ni ya. He say we why been say wo fa KJT run about no so e choked.
Ye tonioma wo.
Ronina ye ne de kam. Singapore he ye. Singapore he ya. Nana enye ba bia. Singapore ye nua enkuma ne omo. Ye nua enkuma ne Singapore. Enye bibia o ye nua nkuma na wonim bibi ye na mpempi ye ka Malaysia wonim say echi omo join the Federation of Malaysia in the year 1963
sir
Singapore ya ye nua no nkuma ya o the effective leadership planning ye won panimfo asabio omo adwen no ewo anim omo dwen oman ne ho pa sa wara ye panimfo no sa ukọ MP bia minister bia dem a etisa abrochiri
aya
na mum dia ama nanya sa ejapade no a eye Ghana na ye dia hye ne nsa no ontumi ma Ghana ne nya sa abrochiri na mum ne dem ne fie die etisa abrochiri because okọ abrochiri okọ trips who said, oh, I dare cry, meto be cry the abome demo, me dine no cry, me any say, dear, me no cannon no crown, and yefe, Macon be Netherlands, Macon be America, me who be Asia, just say, Macon be and was send me ye be wo me fee, now I be ye, come up. Nemum Ghana na ye dia shenin sa, sector na ye dia shenin sa na, was sanka o CSC sector no, na any broni die ne ye peno, or prioritize or no ankasa die. Ojo no ade no ho chain Ghana de na eno no ye de na kwhye ho no because ye ya ye benya nkrofo bia ma ye no honorable de ye good o he honorable de ye good o because enye de ya wo ba ni ko school honorable be pone kakra bi e de amount de ye friend planning na ye adwea koyenim ama Ghana fo ho ahenha o mo no ye ntumi nye sade na wo ka engineers asem engineer bia Yeshusha na yehunu office more than yehunu on ground no onye engineer papa oh engineer crowd oh okodo officer ubehunu sa engineer bi a wo hwehwe no baaku mienu miensa enan na ye chel say o she office no oye engineer we faili ne so ni mfaso emma sa district no ne so ni mfaso emma sa municipal no because o hwehwe ni bia na ukohunu wo office or dada oboa. Then we be a engineer. Oh, engineer cry our field. And now a hay crown or see ya ready here. Saying that the beba ain't you a call on your mood din como or didn't she say go across said the bear. Sa how now all can a bar. Ghana ni one channel. Nemum engineer da ni den na wash channel. Na obekwa ni ebe catch or say, oh, ni office granny or wo beko na was so AC. Osiho DSTV boho otiho or ye di openo obua.
Right.
Onye engineer papa.
Ye de Amsterdam dia atoso ne pen Netherlands dia no hwe Amsterdam. Na hwe dia wuhu nyina building patobra Facebook Ahenfie 106.1. Wo hwe TV ni nso a Ahenfie TV. Wo de be hwe bi we are talking about flooding. 11 years ni na Ghana for kɔhye ye ebi wuye ebi anima sei. Ye de wo kɔ amanone oni bi enti ye de wo kɔ amu ahu se eye problema eye fixable. Unfortunately no ye kwa eye de ye kɔ gye enye adwena ye ka se enti ye wo embassies bebre wo ha wo pese kɔ Amsterdam Netherlands whatever ye wo embassy wo ha enti wo betimi wo ye serious wo se mahu se mo ensuo nkwanso metimi asimu dan mo mbra na mo mbeboa me oba Facebook anase wo hwe no TV so efia wo hu nyina efia wo nyina sisi nsuo so
no nim dem ibisa me ho
de wo hu nyina sisi nsuo so he
wow
so rising sea level have made thing or say the solution there no me floating houses. Enti ometimi asidan a eflotu enti se insuo no kra ye ebesinsen enso nipa tim unse insuo na wutim unse bola bia ewo mu
dabi houses so nya se bi obi ka se bia efie ba ko pe 97 houses
omesi insuo efloting ti se epeja kra na esinsen ho bibia ansi enu nie
enam ko ti enko fo mo nko hobi
enam se oni minim na na Ghana ambassador to Amsterdam ne na busiafo
Onwuye
na su mu sanuoma bi mo nya idea.
The reason is that sa kromu no omuntua bribe.
Okay.
Sa nkrofo no Amsterdam, Netherlands, Norway, Sweden no omuntua. China fo na timi tua. Because of hono sa krowe mu se we ye wadwin se wutua bribe be chew. But China fo no mo sika. Enti omo be enti no mbo mutimi ye de omu pe no. Because omo no ka $1 million kro metua ma. Twenya me nko ana ye no kwafo.
But Ghana na my land be said and Kanyame hu amane
hu.
Na ye de papa
na
there be mpacha say ye kwe wa asase kura no. Na
ya so di ndua na.
Say ye si bompaye ne Kanyame hu amane o. Ke ye be bompaye basa. Ke ye be bompaye papa.
Mfa Netherlands there nso ento so ema ebusan de e kan say 11 years ni e na June 3 and answer June 3 disaster by nipa over 159 plus in the wuye and ye say insu bibia mfamu because ye ka say insu ni betui ebe fire ebe yiri is somebody thinking, is somebody planning, and I'm challenging an MMMDCs no mo amutie me assemblies no me challenge mo engineers no me challenge mo ye nyina engineers so I understand it. What na sia ma politicians ne decide because usuru there be o tie oya politician de bodo ni adwene nchen wo e akwenya memma ne nya wa adwen say so the moment obeye mayor ana say DC ana MC ana minister no o wa adwene nchen no enye no kre ye ni o ma na te classroom o mu ni adwen nchen yen o ma nko suku an nchen yen enti mensuro kan de obeka. Let people victimize you. At the end of the day, we no credit ebeka bi ama. Me makwa adwuma mbebre wo ho a, ade bi wo ho na meka ba ko mienu ye na sefo a. Ebebem enya bam nso a, metena me baby. We need to be honest with ourselves. Broni akọ nanim nyina because of the no credit na ha ye se no credit ba ko pe no. Me see you. Me ni si aye di nkomo. O se me de no credit na mepe. That is one of the things in Tiamika Samini Baba Be Juma. Yera calling Samo. On when in Bra or Bray and Sana make us a me peneso. Because I say, Bra Nebeye were Juma, no cry about Cope, Kadia was a woka. And that is how we have to build a country. Well, Beshe Krobi so, may ye the Netherlands, the Nato, so Bra Beshe be Facebook. And if you 106.1, Beshe be what TV so, and it's a make what's your politicians, they are aware. They be able to omutu kwan ko ha no mani age obi tinsuo so atimiasi ensuo mfa no wo de wo ntinsuo so kumase ye ntinsuo so enso ne kumase etimi yiri Netherlands ni they are below the sea level, 500 feet below the sea level. What do you want to check, mommy? Mon check it. Netherlands. How many feet below sea level? The Netherlands. Location of Netherlands. Send it. What the location? Na Netherlands. Nebehe. Oma plani kruno. Omo jine. They think. We say no gift hostess say Ghana here for over 100. Yem planning. Asama mike next year mesa beka. Next 2 years mesa beka. Because the year jine hone say Dr. Baumia beba and I say Dun Ketia or whoever ne beba 2028. Buso mu nyina so mo plans in a day. Omo manifesto what is omuka how to manage flood. Mon kan tell me. MPP ni NDC for no. That ben no mo campaign platform no. No mo year 24-hour economy ni press pre no. Busa me say Yebra John Mahama or can manifesto on how to manage flood in Zoo. Okay. Dr. Baumia the anyway, mon fancy manifesto no. E mu say na wote say omu kasa asem no apart from politics. This is Netherlands. E krona nyini bibia ye okay. Omu tinsuo so. Insuo ni say ye omu de ye travel hwe ship na namu no. Obi ati ni baby a green grass wo. Ya de asay no. You are near complaining. Bra Facebook never show for comments, bra. Bra never comments, bra. Making kayama for comments, bra. Facebook. Ahenfie 106.1. You making kayama to the for comments in Naba. You be ready. You person who see the credit card. If you want to me fast be kakra. Netherlands. Mumpe emame. We cannot allow things to happen like that. Me aware. Me aware. Me call Germany. Me aware say KME any Germany Dortmund our partnership way back 2011. And I me papa when yen baby ko yera samo sapon doctor or sign sa kratano Kumasi Dortmund partnership sa partnership me will be o me email musisi make say Kumasi Dortmund partnership every year KME for etimi ko Dortmund dientia said the bear you can sister station, sister city, and I say ye can sister nation. And Dortmund model no mudi ye nyomano, and no been a wasenka, Kumasen sutimi, and think Dortmund, ko muko, any aduani muko di, I will care me ho from 2011. No, we were expecting Senka and ne ye kase, Kababa Kumas, na Kumasa to say a nature of Dortmund, me patron per Dortmund on Sumame.
106.1 Ahenfie FM.
It's a segment we are friend Yen Mine Ghana. Yen Mine Ghana. You bet you or minus wo. Yen Mine Ghana. We cannot allow politicians to win. There be we cannot. Yen transema politician, they be no win, no their life. No my yen to say, they be at to see a po macho. Yes, remu aban, yes, remu. Into mukwa mumu planning. Mukwa ne yamofe. No one continue pictures. Young Kuban no be galamsey. What na say me galamsey he obi nsu eno ma plan ne kama. What you want na we didi? Manya figures ni kakra.
Menya Netherlands. Now let Netherlands no much say say no 26% of or minus say no ni nyina are below sea level. Now the omuchire ni also roughly 60% of the population lives in areas vulnerable to flooding from the sea or rivers. Now, the omoye ni omo say honu nsuo wo ho pa. Na Netherlands.
Right.
Baby a amanfo no dodo na say wuyi Netherlands mako oha esiwa emu eduesia 60% eti baby a likely so omo anya nhihye ya ensuo be yiri afọ mu nyina Netherlands for no emu ho mu nchichemu eduesia 60%.
Right.
Na omo aye nhihye ya omo ye nini omo aye canals omo aye pumps and afi so omo aye flood barriers omo addresses ade no because omo nim say Netherlands asase no
kronia ye rade
any
Kropa ni planning is an we different engineers. And it's na yemu bia catcher say ya nto ama engineers any nkrofo mutimi calculation now kototoma political science for ne ho ahwanfo yi a say ya na be lawyers me so koto aba me time lawyers o but kromo ha ye problem pa masaka biem ye problem pa ye nkoso ne say ye were many lawyers a omu ne die so lawyer wo die so no manso no bechi but only scientist din koma if you pema me countries they say China ne other country ne buso mu president omu background ye beba so
nana in the year 1953
Netherlands okay the ehwe
ekro ya ye Netherlands
what
na BBC wo homo friend no North Sea Flat 1953 enti eno ena omotena se plan say said the nyome ekon ya hwe ni year 1953
eno planning
eno mo planning ye enti omo di bibi ba ya na e friend no Delta Works eno no ye ehihye ya omo di gu akwan mu sen saa de na esi 1953 no ye mpese ebi besi biom
right
eho eno omo start e de saa nyoma we
it's 1953 na ye twefa ebo no
eno mo plan is ade we
in so we nke ye river pra nke ye fe in so we nke river pra ana river ofin ena nka wo kwa shape ni timi bie na we nemu a nke ye fe bra Facebook Ahenfie 106.1 na be hwe bi bra TV so na be hwe utie me nso a me pese wo hu the feel ne say ye kasa 11 years nie ena Ghana insuo ehye ye fa yen ewo Accra from after 11 years no aye west aye da soka ena ye say insuo say betoto June July yi enti ese be yira fa yen amia sa complain why because ye were engineers ne mpanyifo bia all that they are thinking eye de ebeko ni bottom other than planning to see say we be boye we emwaye these are all engineering work
na we say almost your more plan say
we ni kire say hwe sa infimfi no enti hwe ha we Netherlands ho
Netherlands
enti won say insuo no o metimi aye bridge ama insuo ni fa ni baabi ena insuo car fast enti overhead no o my overhead insuo be fast esoro na car fast ye
na omuchi mu asa miae no sabi enye Netherlands ni hu no bia netena ho esikafo no pese ombeba betena baby asa nsuo no ewo wo
na ni de emfe on say greens na tete agumo unhu bola
David
unhu plastic
David
unhu bibia wombi
na yentia na Texas omusi obidi ne Tesla ekofa nsuo mu a broni chin say all say nsuo.
It's interesting. Ahenfie 106.1.
106.1 Ahenfie FM. 106.1 Ahenfie FM.
Join us on Facebook, Ahenfie 106.1 Kofi. Okay. There we discuss it.
Okay, yenko Facebook no so na comments about Facebook no so general. Or say I can never ever be convinced one God created all humans on earth. Or say on jin tumuda on tiasie da say nyankopon baako ena ebo nipa nyina egu saasase we so David osi onji this
but of aye de no brafie mumpe pictures ye de ni bi fie de ne victims no de no
ena Kwame Walker also Mr. General I support what you are saying osi de Mr. General Eka no ai
onyi ni se nyankopon na obo Netherlands ni Singapore no ono ne boy ye de ne Ghana nyankopon
eti
ye ni ye de atoso be he ye de kama edum nie ebi be sa ba enche edum nie he na no nso to ya o he bola na nemu no enkonfo na ewrade he obi ka na sane akono ye won say we run about no so run about run about the anti be na nkofo na nemu no ai run about the nti obi ya no akwa kogina because the way nsuo ni si eba no
enti ya na ye mpanimfo no omu say ya omu ani nwu
no mu hu
Omwani wu. Engineers no. Omu hu say ya omwani wu ana.
But to be sure be on Facebook Ahenfie 106.1 and then the air can is 11 years ni ena Ghana. Ato yerenchem siye ema circle nipa 159 plus. Ebi anim hyehye bepem ne yen sesaye yeda so ka flooding. And while watching Watakrade, Amasamai, Sunyane, throughout Ahenfie TV, no, also bet me to experience and so I say Amame. Mamene Anthony Edu, or a former building inspector, KME, entry and come up and you tell me can Ahenfie Sunni, Anopa Ahenfie, Yema Ghana. Good morning. Hello, Mpacho Temenka.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, who you there? Good. I understand. Say now you're building inspector. Okay, me.
Yes, sir.
And the building inspector now you're there.
Building inspector. They say we are building inspector. Okay, ma. We inspect buildings are approved by the assembly. No. Are all right to develop. As a building inspector, no, you will not be bria and sana to me. I'm always starting development. Now this time, I no more be bria as a son. Because a time, no, in your time, I was as so.
Okay, say a time, more time, a brebe.
Yeah, time they say free 2020, 2001, Ebano. And another building inspector, man, ever for. Because that time we call a city council and not council man and year. Council man also very broad. But what you say? Then it is a day Obia sort of some certificate so on your practical person.
Okay, now you're broad, but to what say, Oradu, to what say, now you're broad, say city council, no more day.
City council, there are so many sections in the department, the room. Yes, Manu, my example. It didn't say you were the certain gang. Now, Omono, in case drain a subi esia, sa team in womb, Omoco de Celtic, a uniform was said by a flooding Emma Central Market. And you told me, near war gang, so I stray animal gang.
Okay, so first one now, what can you say? Namo war, Equa, and no never say a better Tigatem said the Bayer and Suiribia Emma, Namo will be.
That's right.
Okay, and a second one, no ye, dear Ganga, non so, Nenchia say, Utimi Cocra, no, check wine on so Namo or the Ochitum.
You would team or home, yes, Juman.
I see, Jantuah.
Indeed, this time is no money in any hole. Any one, there was an assembly, no, yet transit now, your revival, your act, no, any airline, you to me this animal, but because animal, AD, and yes, you see. On a mission.
I mean, and your money do, when you say, why not say who say, Ganga, a bit me at Gatemuna in Suirima. Ganga ebetimi acheche na ntwie ne mponche a omu se ye kwan ne nam ne nambasa basano ye ntwam abedru ne wan ne planning hu se ehu hia nti ye ntwam
then I make us a free city council KTC time no and na say no you call this assembly from 88 now you call this assemblies no and as no man nyina started deteriorate here because no mum first no na ye direct labor I council no ye nkasa ye workers your artisans are your masons, your painters, your laborers, your electricians, your all-round team. That man I cancel. But the bar assembly no, I buy no. Mwatiti, we be a farmer contract, and as I no money in starting say a free system.
I see. Internet is say no assemblies do na nhyɛ da ni deɛ ɔte gatemu ada na be a private and no yes be a assembly no enye sika. Na wa the ama contractor say contractor mpacho insu obanti kotitim and I say inyan no because me fa asokwa I'm sure some time crowd na ni nyina boom as came na esopa na ebom me fa asokwa me fa ye can say tech junction asefo a the way an ntwe ni si ball life pa no ne nam simple no agina kakra na ka and I'm say nti the echoes we actually say.
Satam no ntimi fa nantwe ntimi ma krama ntimi ma okra ntimi ma aponchi ntimi ma odwa ntimi ma obia de achene mo akɔhye de because ye chisa aboa na ubetua fine one tua fine we court. That is why you build this city court no major corporate time no you build this city court no ti be fine no either both either say be fine you be jail say be ya wo me onye yi no and aboa nso ye chi nso na de koto kra no mu a wa imagine within 14 days you be auction I didn't need the assembly office simple.
I see. And now let's come to inspection proper. Kumasi na enyiri, and I'm sure some will plan no ewo ho. In fact, me ankasa me Professor Kwesi Kwafo Adakwa, former Vice Chancellor of KNUS, the professor in planning. Ochro book be, I'm sure say be aware. The future of the three Kumasi. Ochro book be. That book no na kasafa Kumasi. Ene ni bia ewom ene ekwan be fa so ama Kumasi akọ nanim Professor Kwesi Kwafo oda so tiase sa book no obe launch no mekai ewo KNUST e ma akrachefo Africa me nim panyufo baaye ebe bo mu nsem to nkrata ne bi egu ho. And I was expecting say sa book now bia mu bia na e kire de e wo se city ni bia eye say ahaye swame mu problem nie ahaye ofori kro mu problem nie. And so I'm shocked say after many years now in so babeto e kwan fa so si dan e poor asase ani kwan se ya ton ene baabi okra na e wo say ye kwan ni ya ton na ye hu adwuma na ye wi aye bebubu nkrofo nyoma. And I'm asking myself capito that someone na mo ye akrachefo it be say me busa some platform ne so anamo office ho a dia na ekoso amanoni a mokɔ ho no mo ba ya eye den se mo be implement ana.
That's it. Onim. The o kan na ewom ni na ye theoretical aspect of it. The practical one there ya to nchen. But o jimi pa.
Me too.
Practical aspect of it there to nchen. Kumasi from Kegetia roundabout na wo no. Ye wo Jantuah Road. Ye wo Ahenfie Road. Ye wo Fuller Road. Ye wo Gorgesburg Road. Ye wo Bantima Road. Ye wo Ahenfie Road. Ye wo Mampon Road. Ye wo Barkasi Road. Sa road ni nyina no ye the center ni nyina ye Kegetia. Roundabout no ye started picking from that point in there ko. Na ye wo bypass so. Bypass ye wo eastern bypass. Ye wo southern bypass. Your western bypass, and you walk on for nothing. My minister from airport runabout, airport Swami runabout here, Konfanochi Road. From Swami runabout, airport Akosi Santasi runabout, western bypass. From Santasi runabout, airport Anraga Junction, southern bypass. And from Anraga Junction, airport runabout. Eastern bypass. But you want to ring road, no?
Yeah, me hupa.
That's right. Inti ye say you better develop from the center na other areas, you know. Rather, omom bypass net, you know, and by inside. And ama yenya sa big problem, no. But what I say?
Yes, yeah.
Inti sa no mani nyina no akeka bom ama Kumasi aye choked. In the sense, bypass net, you know, you be call about 400 and 500. You could create another market to honor. You didn't in our center, about center, no. And that you cost Kegetia, a terminal, central market, a market. So, if your colleague says, the way we see planning Kumasina, I hand you over my city council now. The council no manages idea, but a bear assembly no. And assembly now you no man through cancer because of politics. Because of politics. And as I no money na can boom. Because assembly that time I council no. You will reserves land the view of a wetland. Assembly no aje ni na council na aje dia to. Your own side plan. Baby to say a sanitary area and a refuse dump and a open space and a civic and center. And then nursery and school. wɔ formation nyinaa wɔ hɔ a ne nyinaa wɔ Jubilee Park, Prempa Assembly, Engineers Department. That time near for town engineer. On a mission. That office, you're managed by a civil engineer. And there will be about where quantities of your crowd also engineer. Engineer will be what I say that. We can't amend it. And a politician will be room. On a mission. Engineer money a free council never hear this assembly, and as I know money in our started say the Mekan. Inti, I know dear. And then a month for a school anymore. And I know man so say, say. Inti, at the end of the boy, Yankasa, 2 man, Muna, Yama, or man, I started.
Capital, Wadaruma. You see, I get you, but once and some near can I'm kasa yan kasa ni atnasino. It's something that I disagree. The reason is that Memitie menye KM meyo. Somebody is mandated to do that. And you this to me in a mano. I am not sure say mayor. Ese mayen ton ade wa ha. Na opesa oya. Na wanya e was say yen ankasa. Na say to me no away. Enti why are you saying say yen niama wo bra obi na was say oye a onye because emra no betchro any research betchro will say onipa so odin onipa mpemra ujai onipa obeye de ope, and it's being confirmed by Thomas Hobbes, who wrote that life outside society will be short, solitary, brutish, and nasty. Meaning, say, ujai onipa se onipanya de opa, obeye sakasaka, obeye basabasa, obeye de ope. Into what happens? Yamfi to me penyi bi social contract. Ya the manner obe make sure say sade na yentimi on nebeye. Enti why do you say yen nyina ne atena se wo bra somebody is mandated to do that?
Unim. Ti time na ye council no. There were executive chairman. And I about this assembly so you were chief executive. Now the woman you say council no, and they know also laws no. Untimi mfa council running fa nye de opebiao. And no na holding womb run by councillors. On a meeting, and now we enforce some run year juma. On a meeting, now this assembly no, and I'm partisan politics are bemunino. The center cannot hold in the sense the chief executive no a partisan position at the amano. Okoye bibipe, the party people will stand against him. Say Adena Okoye Sade. But that time an council no and ye non-partisan. Into omu ya juma ye nfiyechi, no one see a chala no, you see a new mumfro, you be a fro. That is why that time not sanity. A war system a year juma. On a meeting. It is our partisan politics no. Na create some problems when you know because time an council no. Ya protect our properties in our wetlands and any your drains in your bibiano. Ya wunipa omo yes edwumani nyina. On a meeting. Then partisan politics abemu. Here, my more example. You see, you were elected assembly members. We are some appointed government appointees. The government in power now appointing in Crawford Bauer. Again, I didn't document just say there's no partisan politics. But appointees no bano. Omo ba be dey. On a meeting. Inti na make us say this time no, and as no money nyina. But time na council no, you can't do that. Usro kra. Usro. Council say ade we near ya, and one year. Inti na tuma that time no. Council, city council no to me here juma. ACC school adan. See no more be brave. On a meeting this time, you bibia, you see 3 classroom block, 6 classroom block. On a meeting, what I call schools now, yeah, abandoned schools, you know. You started from class 1 up to form 4, and then you see a 6 classroom block. If an echo, you say assassin in a on a meeting. That time, Omubo assassin, no mind. You professionals are almost nim. This is a woman if you have Obiasi engineer. You see, Manon Quasta since no go and see what is going on there. Obi could see that see hydrants. Let me my example be landfill site. 1993 ɛne yɛgye yɛ nana kɔsi adwuma time ɔna mekyɛ no santehene pokuware ɛna sign ma 99 years ɛyɛ assembly da 100 acres of land kaya this time runner ɛna yɛsi yɛpɛ saa land field de ayɛ sɛ adwuma nam kabo partisan policy be pre o by that time na you know yɛtumi kɔyɛ saa deɛ no so into partisan politics ɛna create saa problem we nyinaa ma yɛ kasa yɛ nyinaa yɛ involved no because you see no kasa mayor ɔsɔ ɔde mmara na ɛyɛ adwuma sisi a ɔstart sɛ ɔyɛ adwuma na ahemfunum bi bɛba no so party members so bɛba no so yɛsi afrɛ wo nkran yɛsi adwuma na woyɛ gyaeɛ masa ahemfa na obisi
I understand. That is what I'm saying. Say.
Yes,
so Capito, and na make say, based on that, you know, yes, but it means that there are certain crop of people, because I'm not sure. I remember me and Kasami senior, Chema to me. It may be an election say ba. Ye papa or says si bemu ye umajin say, and once say from say mama umunton, mamunya so metu abeti. And so when we have a system where a chairman say be na nana kwesi wosu NDC chairman na Zuba pese oye bibia me kai say Zuba ba ye no so obeye nyoma bi o sheki no ho kakra no kra ho asem ba ye say hey now the oba be buye ya na but the point was that he was trying to say let's bring about discipline but say when Zuba dim komo a why you frustrated why because they said they na okay ya friend no and I say I can't say jai and I say hey what the JJ in 70 be neighbor and I say hey and a young two abam mau but I mean why
a bit I was say why it and mayor ni making because for no our vision for Kumasi and a chief executive man so why you be what obuasi wo jana so into oba has say no now people think say yeah obia problem but the past experience no our project no amasisia no oni assembly no emuvu na ni vision won ani so person ye ne on timi ye ebi na wo kan on na meche no nti adwuma no de opanyin se me kan se nyina na ya create sa problem na sa pepepe because Zuba no vision of course dey be ya adwuma no e ye kese pa so na meche no we Kumasi ni ofri bom so on na meche no e no san ya dance ni nti sisi as adwuma ye dey share nsa so person Kumasi ye golden your friends how do you call it garden city na mo yes ye man kwa ma na nye wo tika kwa mfiri wona kwata pavement so a yes ye mpene nti sisi a onye den obi aso body table ho ban akonwa e dey ama obi e bona konwa ho ban nti obi e na obeye scapegoat on me jen nti
so meaning
creative problem na
Capito so meaning say yentimi nya for example the spirit of Nana Kwesi Agyeman ni bi e wo ha na and I said the spirit of the BCBNC mebu me ma won ton yentimi nya bi
e betimi aye na sisi anu na Zuba person ye ya block ni on the meje no oba no ni vision so we had the session address they just say excellent onim Kumasi ni osa ye premier ni onim say ade e pe e wo Kumasi on the meje no hwe menhia your friends kejeti na about na otumfo status yo ni e to ball egu nje wo se enyin firi wa anadwo na obi abɛ ball abegu on the meje no na what choose any panel do kokota or the be about 20 kokota you see o in pabonini intie the final na pese etenem intie we very difficult say you betu this you party for no eja na chide ene ahemfo no eja na ebinum eja na chide na otumi na adwuma yes ade a ye kono sa pepepe
so
manage on na me
right so Capito me o kasana no me share me read book bi a me ankasa me papa ene me professor Kwesi Kwafo Adakwa KK Adakwa KNUST or Troy in fact or publishing in 2001 meaning say 25 years in now what's your title now title na ye the fate of the tree because Kumasi the fate of the tree planning and managing the development of Kumasi Ghana that was 2001 na mamen kan kakra enchero abstract no or say, over the last few decades, the living conditions of major sections of the population of Kumasi, that is the second largest city in Ghana, have deteriorated badly. And you may say, that time, no. Yeah. That was 25 years ago. Or say the collective volume explains the city's decay and the unequal impact on various groups from the management perspective. Or say it shows how interaction between residents, businessmen, politicians, bureaucrats, and community organizations have changed as a result of profound political and economic transformation that have taken place in Ghana since the early 1980s. Inti okeka nkrofo a yenya yeti omanimu businessmen amanyofo ene all those bureaucrats ne keka boma ama utuatua so a enhihye bi te se de ebema nkrofo mpuntuo de ebema nkrofo kabima min kabi de ebeboa ma te se de wuken adwuma decentralization be ye adwuma ene urban management strategy se yatena te se kroni nie yatena te se Kumasi ni ye dwene akeka bom no okeka ni nyina boma ade ba kwa okani say or say it deals with the peculiarities of Kumasi land and housing market, the increasing informalization of the urban labor force, the impact of privatization in urban transportation and sanitation, and the unevenness in public health care. Nasa odeba yankase kasema or chere de Kumasi asase se say aye nkofo mpeso musi dan the way ya adwuma ho nsem sitie enyoma ni bi wo hokran na ekwa akodi ankrankran nsem ene ekwan a impo ya pomudin nsem ewo Ghana ni Kumasi asema ye ken. The organization so see the book also raises questions about why urban management fails to live up to its expectations, why development control is ineffective, and why local revenue generation performs so weakly. Or say krata no 25 years ago no etre say o hwe yen Kumasi ye plan ye Kumasi the way ye mpuntuo entimi nya adwuma yi a obi aye nyoma basa eni sikagegye no o ye the enti American cancer nyoma na mewra ho ne say it was 25 years ago 2001 and ye papa Professor KK Adakwa, KNUST, Professor of Urban Planning, or Trosa Dieno, and then 2026, 3rd June. Bibia or Troy 25 years ago, no, and Sesai, ye that's so kind of him. Me patro ya boy Diana.
Who's that? Meno Casa Medical Casa from 2000, and a Sanoman started to say, yes, I did. Papa na samo kan nyina ye perfect wonim die wo Kumasi bia ona meche no sa businessmen ne politicians ne technocrats ne wo na ma oman no emra no enya adwuma ona meche no nti papa na samo kan no 100% 25 years em timi ko ba bia areas ye wo a ye in terms of development control no. The name development control no and I'm money what a building inspector. So will be a building inspector no bow down one. As the police in bow down. Like I said, development control there. I know they know it. Development control no a town and country planning. And I have filing room on the fast to call. Baoba came in and I cases here a building inspector and a building inspection division and a building inspector's office. On the channel, a Juma come back to zero. Until many professors are doing. Indeed, a young be or yet Nipabiti said, and I could say my type. Zuba, a person implement ya, young man acquire money here. Into Massa, you all can idea in reforms. On the channel. It's only a problem. No,
Nanti, your party said reforms na ye ken. A crowd for so much di. First, a crowd the emphasis say na additional ye. Ebi a first degree and say ni diploma ni HNDB. And now call assemblies you are masters in D&D sustainability development, masters in development planning, masters and PhD. Akesi impo. Nana kwesi ajiman sabi. Nana nkrata assembly ni suku sembo fomo. But he was able to manage. Yen na nanuma omutete asewase krofrom dichemso bantima na eyekoko akrachefo a wo mun ko school te seye. But ena ofa dichemso, ofa bantima, ofa krofrom. Oshe the way musi planning at that time. The way musi job baby was a kafa, baby was a nipafa, baby was a pakefa. One more grand I am fan so men they were able to do that. So we are saying, say, and now you work for baby assembly, no. Yentimim planning how to manage flooding. Baby, when you can see a ton as I say, this on your man, say, yetna in Suba fire, we are best. I who news, Anna.
Masa, my main country was enya juma china. Maybe be assemblyman from 1998 to 2012. It's standing for 12 years. Unim, ye be assembly member no. Na ye wo uni committee. Unity be our 10 elected member. Near the 5 accounts appointees for every unit. Sa ayi ameka chwe ene yi basis so the year why you say community be a lecture area be no unity be obi a me lecture area we will be 5 units into unity be a yama obi a to about 10 ama elected members no na the 5 account na 15 into nipa 15 e 1 unit e hwe sa unity na de ne bisi bibi e koso bia ombohu basisi na me no ka say from 2010 you obey a local government minister and what good idea in electoral area be assembly member 5 by friend unit committee 5. So maybe one electoral area and I'm 5 units, you know. So 5 units, you know. Yes, I'm electing 5. That's a 5. You could do 1 unit. Other 4 units, one manager. You have good assembly from day one. On a mission will be uncountable with you. But be a person. You 15, and then you have 5 to pay. Let's say you are not so. It's nipa 5, no, my band won't be me. And number 1, and I'm not decentralization into me. What up, check it from 1998, about 2010, and 2012 on next idea. Not fair from that time, no, I'm more than nipa 5, so only unit committee war. Let's there be with human. Sadi pano I monitors. Omna area no. It immediately I know I inform assembly member. Now is not be informal. Main assembly. Not technocrats no omo inspectors no na omo engineers no. Ya mama ko akọ stop. They say I can in album say the whole electoral area nipa 5 prepare. E be na etime ya adwuma. Area no so bia na ebie. Ona me che no. Nti we no e be na etime akọ yanim. Nti ade ndia de o kan ye ntimi ko ba bia. Sa omo bo masters ni professors na yi nyina no omo ka ho no mo bebu abese oman ni nyina the backbone of the assembly no eh ho na ye technical yi nyina ewo se oba ye wo road superintendent wo ye wo electrical superintendent wo ye wo senior building inspector wo ye wo all the sectional heads ni nyina ni departmental heads ni nyina wo a omo na ye se adwuma no ene omo he obi sorry baby me na make say o ye keywords akọ ye course bi that time o say o ye civil engineer won ko gina mo no e wo askwakra ye nya bi kejetia ye redevelopment o ye nya engineer ko gina ho nti abrofo na de o pay de on pay be so mo ye bia you so ye engineer ko gina ho no omra na on fa ne report mra ne enhwe me ma just two star askwa ye mo no any kejetia that time na askwa ye nchim na ne nyina e clear me yenhwe engineer okọ yesi adwuma no ne mmra kejetia ne mmehwe contractor afọ no adwuma oyena yenhwe KM engineer na ogina ho onya bi wo ma bo degree na no ma fa na partisan politics ndi nipa no 50% position e da ko wura ho They don't have any background. They don't have any experience. On a mission, came in Ankasano, a practical institution. Them be any creating a noble environment for the people of Kumasi. On a mission. It's also yeah, my point, Emma won yet. Now, Ubia, he said, the party about into a no bit to me, you saw you be a. On a mission. What first, Tiny Panom, I see your boy, master, senior one. What the business said? Side street names now to me, watch it on. One coach does not form master plan. One chair baby, Side Street in Echo. One,
right.
On a mission.
That's it.
What would him be a.
That's it.
Yeah, what experience now? You say, my young woody, I'll say, you're greedy. You can yet show say, wait. We are planning officer. Well, my more example, yeah. There over ball, Ashtown, over Bantuma, Asafo, any Amokumini, other area, crew from Nina.
Right.
Nina, residential. You see, I Nina, almost turning into residential commercial. Basis Ben on the justifies our case, no. Oh, yes, our residential commercial, no. Nakana, ebe, you know more, if I can't be now. Maybe so. Women professors know. Women engineers know. Those days now, Okas and Uncle Sajman who come school in a crowd from another baby. Yamakwa yes, I didn't. Nene, yes, I didn't. Maybe so. Oh, them children, because the youngest and ye queen. Because I can't say, young assembly no, Tamane council, yen baby a hydrant to be our. And they call hydrant or 140 containers in the down also. One I can't want him. Obianka wants him. Inti blame the young, they'll say accept blame no. See if he say Yanka 70 reform, the Yanka say attitude towards Sanomane Kosono. Simple as ABC. That one there we can go for it. Simple.
Right.
My main example be Lancaster anymore.
Maybe I'm not golden tulip one.
Golden tulip one. Big trucks a faho. That area in question, the policemen are standing there, almost rich police station. Almost big trucks, no heavy load Nina and echo. Yes, a month bypass. No father could jump ho, Nampa Santasi, Namonfa bypass and co. Omunyanam inside the town, Obia do pay. Obia site warehouse, no, the baby, nobody checks. And once all call EPA for ye need EPA cra sub office or KME. Nina region, overcall, not just a normal brave. Tell me more tutorials about institutions. I also almost come here.
Right. Minister discussions here you been your crowd studio 101 so that we discuss all these kind of planning. But Yamin Shaw, I mean, I have been educated. And your man now Bobo so na Capito Yamin Shaw.
That's about
Ra Anthony Edu, a former building inspector KMA. In reading for comments kakra.
106.1 Ahenfie FM.
Okay, yen ko Facebook no so na comment about another pay no so yen fan some yetie for. Ma mensha se e wo WhatsApp no so. Comment pi na na abeka yensa. Okay. Or say they have no interests in the country, but their own selfish interest. They know all this, my brother. They are not crying because the country is sinking. They are crying because they don't have access to the nation's coffers. We air the K on also Ediaba and Nano Pay. Na me twaswa, Maminko, Facebook no so. Upon George, or say, Mr. General, thank you for your good work. All this happening in the negligence of the ordinary Ghanaian. And I blame you, the media, because as you are talking about this issue as the main reason, as the rain season gets over, none of you will talk about it again till another season of rains. Issues like this must be talked about till it's solved before another issue. But here is Ghana. It didn't work that way. Okay. We a teacher, Kujo, Tepa, and Yinesuso.
Politician.
Okay. Oh, no. They all can and come yedi.
Yeah.
And Bosu Charles, Osenana, we can get the spirit of Akwesiajimai, but it can only work in his bedroom. The assembly and political parties will not allow. We are in June, July again. Okay. Awudu Yaro. I say good morning, Nana Jantuah. Nana, to keep Kumasi clean, need action. not blame games. Very interesting comment. And John Jerry Hodanu, or say more grace, Dr. Nana Jantuah, or say Little John Angomaso. Very deep question. Okay, wait, MP Kwesi, NP Kwesi. I say I don't think MPP and NDC can rule the country. We have to vote for the right candidates who can construct and expand a storm drain. Okay, I'll say we don't think. I don't think NPP and NDC can rule the country.
Unfortunately, they are ruling.
We have to vote for the right candidates who can construct and expand storm drains.
I'm saying NTC for opposition, you know. Obviously, John Mahama is right candidate. They say right candidate in swear by Dr. Baumia.
But I ain't a Bismarck. Or say, please help us. Due to your good name you have, Nana Jantuah, please, kindly help us. This poor town is bleeding very hard. And also a commenter. Babosu Jas, or say, oh, Ghana. Our leaders are vampires.
Amunu
moja. I'll say, wait, a Mazi Digital. I'll say, good morning. So far, commenter Abe Kansa on our Facebook handle. And so, and no. That's wait, a commenter Abe Kansa
that is fine. My the Etienne say, Yenye, Ejumebi will come for noche.
106.1 Ahenfie FM.
Good morning to Miankasa Minia Awudu Yaro, Italy Boga, Italiano. Awudu Yaro, thank you so much for your support as always. Nyami Inshra. Now Confanochi, I'm sure so be any Confanochi Teaching Hospital. And then Makajo said 11 years near June 3 disaster no ya bobo swa kama. Confanochi say the attorney say as we speak. Womo say accident and emergency unit hono ayema. Nti say what day wabusu ani bi ko ehwo a ena no pay ye be sign wo amo akọ. They are near Kanokufo emergency hono. How asem na make. They say obekono. They say ayema because bed the news. And now obia me mako hopping. Na ukwa nurses ne bo humodin papa. It's not easy. Doctors ne ye do meet me. To be a omu ni pentina to be kra no makoma apai no. Say Kofo clinic hono okwa. Yes, why ma yene your correspondent Koyer Shadrach Tupac entry Komo from Confanochi Teaching Hospital Kufo Clinic Shadrach Kotemika. Hello Shadrach.
Hello.
Yeah, Shadrach Kotemika.
And I'm
great. Who Confanochi Teaching Hospital, right? Then na AC wo.
Na na me na wase na me otie fo akwa ba me pie mo Confanochi. Said the nwa ye kan na ye gusu ana. Na pay ba na be pie mo Confanochi dia kan say accident emergency. Na me be du ha no esewani. Na emum said Ahenfie ya me tie fo na ahwefo no. Me bedu ye no me hu se ayarefo pii na e wa ha na emergency tank asa de yentum me nya kwan wuram ehu sere hospital na ayarefo de bi edda form na ebi mu sugusu a mo ye le omo ba na me hwe se menya ayarefo ne omo so omo do ni pare ba fu me bi aba ne omo ne wadi foma se de conference titia no ha ye manya ye pa na me Canada.
So, first, say the Enyani say yema enko because ayema. The wuna no pay baby ayema anase bia ompese omo sesa omo tu omo bu ase kakra anaasɛ den nkɔfoɔ ɛwɔ fam anaasɛ ɔmo te hen ɛna nurses wɔ hɔ anaa den na ɛkɔ so wɔ hɔ.
Okay, na me bedru ye no de nurses na fe na bi mu ba na ayarefo no ebi mu gugu fam pa ebi mu da fam na bi mu su gusu a mo ba na madika ti say mo to mo yare safo se ɛhɔ ayɛ ma nti ɔmo hwɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛma ebi ma kɔ next room na ɛno na ɔmo gu so ɔmo yɛ na me ankasa no me wura ma na denying of access no ɛba nti ya na ma wura m kakra ma fia bɛgyina bɔnten na ha deɛ ayɛ manyama yie pa na.
Wow. Me the mission wɔ Facebook ni TV so no me hu sɛ ebi da fam.
Yes.
Ɛna me hu sɛ obi nso ɛte wheelchair mu. Nti you say nurses for no ɛsesan.
Nurses for no.
Na wonya bi na ebi ndi nkɔmɔ.
Nurses for no yɛ wa yi so no mbɛdi nkɔmɔ na obi yɛ twitwe ne ho ɔmo se this a PRO. PRO so just say born on what 8:30 p.m. na 8:30 a.m. na PRO ba be arrive. Enti PRO nya mai obi a nya na so ne mbekasa. San se okasa be pass mama no. Enti na me nya nsere nya
na okay so ubetimi epia akwa abonten ho abebi ana nkofo mu abusuafo wo ho no me hu se ya na bi eginagina animu ho ubetimi abɛn wo mu ama me na me ni bi atwetwe enkomo na yabuso mu experience a wo mu ekuma na ebi wo ho utimi hu bi.
Okay pacho gina so wa mbacho.
All right. So if you what's happening over there?
Dear AC wo ho no mu nyina ene se ye kire mu se ANE eye accident and emergency unit na wo gi ho no. Dear nkofo ni mpa na kofo emergency sa na ye different kofo emergency. Na yesi facility no yawo orange unit no ana yawo yellow na yawo red. Ne miensa ni nyina efe ni part 37. Efa bed 37. But as at now I kasa na ekura nipa 61. Which of course almost say abontin ho no mu no ba bia ye hu se nkofo deda no nko akura nipa 34 ana se agu fo ma ye nya bet ni fo mu ngu mu de enti almost say e ya suspend new cases no so ne say e ho no se de we asi aka abom no within 24 hours no mo hwe say omo wo bet ni so no omo ho ato omo kakra bia nka wo de nke be yi wo china
me ba shadako anya obi
ba chwana na manya abaya ba ko ha e na be ma ba ko na me ne obani kan ni komo san say yesi ladies first
me 20 ma me ne oba ene oba ni din komo
pa me pa chomo akwa baba Ahenfie TV Ahenfie radio
dama ka san ko predache on
eno te san
ya me ademo
wabusuani bi wo ho ana
me pa twa me kunu na anya accident
na wanya baabi adade
ya de ne ba Sunday enura no nya baabi daaye na no kura kwan kura mo de ya fa so kura nya ize
de na ekoso o musese
sa nipa na nya accident ontimi nsore nkota de ontimi nsole nya hwe me na mejina no ho aye ni bibia wo ko gina wo ne apamo aba abontene wo be gina abontene tita ebe pro 4 hours na wura inside wo mo pa mo ye ne abepe bia bia ase atena so a anope street ni ba ko abe gina ne tiri so pa mo ye
ade no mo pa mo musese
wo say wo de flower ho hia say nipa enti yankwa awie mu ba bi ntena
na o se na wukun no onya accident Sunday enra no onya bed
da so
meaning say Sunday no mo de ne ba eho ana
okay accident ni see ye no ye de ne ko ye di ka de ne ko hospital bi ansa na o mo transfer ya na adwo ne ba din ha
o mo transfer no anadwo ben ya anadwo. Okay, so sadana no mu transfer ne buy but mobile comfort no na mu ni bed.
Ye ni bed. Ba papa bi bed chile ebe nya bed eda so na ye nya bed.
Okay, enti ukunu buy at that time no na oda he.
Na ambulance no ka na you want ambulance na market bi dem.
Mhm.
Eno ani eyi ne to so no dema wadaswa
Omuyi no na order ambulance and so muyi mattress no call inside na say on naso.
Omuyi no ko inside no wadaso.
It's in order form.
Order mattress ambulance de ne so.
Ye yi mattress no ko inside no na a bed is one say a form na order mattress no so form.
Na wada ambulance mattress na dem no.
Okay, so ambulance car no them.
Omuyi in the mattress no ko inside one or kwadaso.
E wo form na say bed so.
Bed so.
That was Enra.
Sunday no. Enra nkasa na ye nya mattress wa ha.
Enra na nkasa na winya bed wo ho. Inti de namu edasun de na ambulance de no.
Edi no them.
Inti samre no na nurses ne doctors ne so we.
Omu na go inside ho.
No mu ye de.
Me pa to me de to omu yo maduma u kwa kan no ma tia unti na no asa wo hwe wo mo.
Okay. Inti se de ye hwe okunu no.
They say de omu hwe no.
All right, but muna munya baby ntinai.
Yeni yenya bebe ntuna usi no ma hata kwa ya ntene tete do mo ya na so bi na ya sada na ya free eti ya beta na ha.
Okay, Mate, fama min senchu ni no.
Nana ba cho fo so ha so be so chena dwe.
All right, mami ntie na afie ne owura Kwame from Pon Twetwe nkomo.
Abanche pa chemo akwa mba Ahenfie radio.
All right, shout to boase kakra. To boase mami mesa about so me nko ba bia mesa about so CCA mame ne owura Kwame from Pon no na kasama Comfort Teaching Hospital in Twetwe nkomo panyi machi.
Meje so achi fo nyina.
Ohu ye de.
Obo ade na daroma. Hello.
Yes. What mean kai?
After the mete.
Great. Basi ya na ye de nti se wuchirichiri mba. I mean, minim se sa nkomo boy we dia se Comfort regions bebree wo ho a Comfort nko na eserve mo. Minim se wabɔ hu dewura nye ne ekɔ ekyire kra wo ka se ewasa aban boa na hospitals dodo na ne yeye enti yentimi anya na apra sese aduru se accident and emergency unity ayema masese munya baabi mfa nipa engu eyede ne duru ha
yo me da sipi se da wo kana awi enya foforo sa na enu anwumre we are quite now. In fact, from the beginning of last week, and emergency medicine and doctors in Penifonicia says Omane Hospital in Penifo didn't come up about the worsening congestion situation at the emergency center. Omubun Kuntek, Omase say, Nipa be Bob Donkun, Ewo, Wabra, you knew say, for the next 24 hours, Nipa be no. Yenya space e ma wo na still e ma mo koso tena ho no mo a enya de a etwa yi enu anwumre no mo san ba e say as at the time omo ne kasa no Comfort Teaching Hospital as an emergency center is in my 37 bed capacity no ma over 60 patients. Red ward in a 7 no ma 13 patients. Orange ward in a 12 no ma over 30 patients.
Hey,
and another 34 as a GHD. And almost say 34 no or more entry no given the history of patient flow no only about 24 hours and some of to mean that creative space actually be a maybe a few mark or ward that could see 34 no a draw so in this one nipa sabe 34 no ho a you are saying so for the next 24 hours no won't mean new patients no be bet within that 24 hours into a bay better so the man Ghana Health Service and a peripheral hospital be. Say in the interim, no, uncle to so, ya dena no ho. Na say class, a hanumana say, a crime by the hanuma, yet massage new patients. Because we go on more, 1 month in 24 hours in our baby. And now 1 man more job with 24 hours in our baby. But also the kind of who say you can't do those things for that patient. It's employed say a task. No, it's okay. Up to 24 hours, Now, my stop new cases never did this year. Or months were, and normally Ghana service in 24, in Yankutahuji. I'm a now Zoom meeting. All the medical attendants now at the hospitals are already Hano. Or more at the key parts. Will be our chair, the bit The major challenge was say Omuni adequate personnel, especially specialists, to manage some of the cases. Into the year and say cases now a emergency all right, but yes so critical. Yeah, the Baba Womo. Now platform, I think WhatsApp platform, that's so I'm a woman. Any emergency for any medical director. Specialists be here and more along the line beyond. Platform soon, the coordinate na they are provided that kind of care at the cases so that we can concentrate on the die or the most critical of emergencies. And because of this arrangement in underpay, and why new cases. But the permanent solution actually in the say Yebenya yeso ene yakadie eba yaresa adwumana yinibi this region a practical say only one hospital a confront akulibu kwaso chen confront bibre no confront nkoa ekita for this massive influx of patients from the Central region and 12 other regions in the country. The Biaka, Kolebu, Rage, 37, West of Ghana Medical Center, Kemajena Hospital, Police Hospital, the Bank, Maritime, Trust, Hospital Kesia, a one crime. Or more seen for decoration purposes, it was for functional purposes, and it's because every population it is even in the hospital. And within a healthcare infrastructure planning, a population based, the world over. Unfortunately, that has not happened in our Central region. That for several years we were the most populous region, but a bad health infrastructure na yairem. And no any diabetes baby I agree. But I was just a woman saying, a woman say, because of meeting and the Ghana steps for the year, any arrangements and normal year it and pay Yashasi new cases.
Enti nipa wasan ka baby o efa 31 efa 61 no. Say umuma kan mayo mode.
But you better repeat it.
On say now we say baby o ho anka ye 7 umafa baby at 13 will be 31 baby o ho ye 31 umafa be 60 something. Sanko fon mayo mode.
Om de guso ayehwe wo mu. Om de yaje wo mu those that we've admitted. That's over admission. But yaje wo ma ayehwe wo mu.
Na say e kire se nipa no ewo ho na bed de onya bi te say bia mo manage ama ne tena form sa yes sir.
Those that we've admitted, for instance, maybe a higher 7 I find part 13. You need additional beds and a door matter. So, in the case of confronting a major problem is space and not no bed. Your major challenge because it means for so young panidi for the same space, now about peso. It's the essence. Here you want Oba because to be an emergency center. If you look at just the numbers of admissions, but in the same space, what you've done is to get additional beds. For the same space, if you maybe a 12-bed facility, I orange, over 30 patients, and everybody's on a bed.
But I crowded because as a honor, I am I was a move for under normal circumstances. No,
that's the point. For us in the emergency center, I was a find that bed. You are attending emergency cases. Healthcare for something bed in Usia. It is not possible.
Wow. Let's see, I make us say doctors pressure bebo muso, nurses pressure bebo muso, specialists pressure bebo muso.
The bia ya no mokasa eduju omogo because we are overloading them. But why is alternative no way?
Hey. Enti ade a mabo hu de ru ya de bia yewura wabo hu de ru abo enti mpanyimfo mu koba ne o mu ba eya o mu nti anase de me dey na ya marry because that's why me ntimi busa question bia because I am aware of the problem. Meaning challenge, meaning the confanochi eye. Meaning the doctors and nurses no bra more bre. Meaning the mu komu. So I am just shocked, say this is a necessity. Because I remember say me wo fa ba ku bi ono accident offense so oba ye hu sensem bebre unfortunately ofiri the pressure say obeba kra no to the bia obi kra da bobo ye mu kra intimi mpagya no because nurses no kra no omu hwe nipa bebre nurse doctor I mean enti panyin bi afra mu ana omu se o mede
so me mum de Libyan frame
Nene one CEO ebetwetwe nkomo enyaye update say bia ekosen ana
in fact wo frame unfortunately na me wo no kwa frame no me a number of interviews this me friend no mensa angry me ne press for be so wa me so tom out about a case here in be sure say enche me kwa kohwe na Maji update, but the update or Mudimami and pay say we started admitting new patients because of the arrangements now in Ghana service almost yes.
All right. With the major because when you say pressure was switch Bekasa.
Mati.
You were Kwame Frimpong or customer for ma Confornoche teaching hospital. Yani Shadrack and so fresh Shadrack na yenko it's interesting. It's interesting. I mean, issue
abasa wabra ye wo aferi military wo hospitals wo seria de esi ho ye wie bi anka kakra bi arapena ka sese ka ye de koye National Cathedral yi
$90 million.
Na sorry dan ye wo krom anya asam ketu ontini
$90 million.
Hu be na ye hia bebre say ye nyina ye kosi da ba akosi ye kwotenam
$90 million.
Babra nipa bi ji ho na ye ka no kofo emergency na wa wo nko ho da no wo hye da hu de ye kan yo na say obi yare wo ya sorry ho ma ye de ne koye wontimi nya kwan nyina wo patient no wontimi se duru ba bi a on ka wo ho a ka bibi sikura wo betimi ehu se ade we because nurses no onya obi a intimi ma patient bia nurse bako on wo mu ne namu saa but bi okro mu koye na bibi esi wo akiri adene
Shadrack Koteminka biem Shadrack Koteminka
eba to na metonka
great nti ma yento aso na ne nkofo bi twetwe nkomo
okay ativacho abati emo kwa ba mepie mo Ahenfie TV Ahenfie FM na yebusa odi oba ya wo fa mo serious aka bibi nti ka odi ntuna mbeso me da mo se me ba Ahenfie sum is ready na me ba Sunday na nyumre ana mo frem se me gram di na ki anya accident wo mpasa kia ekwanso nkawe the any side the about san me so mentimi antanase and I'm for passes who is ready and I'm back once and by so my transfer is in carry abaji their service with me you in fact by not affected me might do that now in the first time on bed you but do you know many fear mo brand so you about mo say empany let me know mo dey pram not that form from Sunday night to Tuesday, after Umanyam Padana to another, and passing Nipani to Ampano, the Ghana team say hospital in Pangua, no Ben accident, I must one now in Yampa near Banuabashan. I'm more company pan. The Yenya by Yaba this year, I ate one I ain't Koyano. Nay, ate one moon, no move from Yamuan Fino, Shenyami Yase, Enra. Doctor Nias third one myself, men go third to him. I'm going to third to my get mamma to mammy fed and inside. So, I do I actually mammy medical, make us for the same, almost mammy fed to Ninko. On my yes, they make me on my way, Bob Wenipa. When they said, I had not crossed the place in Pendle. Yes, no, no, Penny Panda. Yes, sir, I see a red in town. No me gene nkwano oma we die aban finance from pa dia Abaya de numa amam for down way. You won't be that. About the ambulance, a day free and carry has to be the ambulance. I give 15 million. Government ambulance. About what my radio. My radio. You know my papa. I'm white. If you are not doing it, make you yes, I agree. For a moment, I for the permit in future. Young what I give run about. Okay, we share power G. Or so, Udam, Oman, what would they give you? So, Master Bayard, you must have a piano, so piano squad G run about you. None to tomorrow. What's that happening? Come already. My own woman, or you would be him white, or I no quality. Pretty okay, and yet a man or tear party, ocean woman, or I'm white. That's here, Cassa, you need pen food in Jacassa and quite.
Yeah, that's a Shadrach, a big hobby man, as a wrap up.
No, tell you, I want to put back.
No problem. I think you the Chahun photos, ni videos, Kakran, for sending Monia Juma, Shadrach. Yes, I'm true. Ni Shadrach and Otin in Kano. If you are a comment and they will comment, let me be lines to Nanko for Emma.
Nana, way in Kayatra, baby, I doing Kayatra, crack. One said,
yeah, can't let me yes, ourselves, flood ingredients of years, Yatra.
And then Kayatra, baby, I do as my Ghana, say a bed drew baby pa. Then I start 24-hour suspension, yeah, my own. Tini yanti but sebi nipa beti me free.
Oh yeah.
Nipa beti me free maybe atina yanti because we cases na ba hono now e ya ne bi ehu papa. Ansam kasi manya experience ho ba akopɛ na me nkɔ ho da the first time aha makɔ ho.
Ɛna ntontom hye da nwu bi sa.
Na aduana se na omu ka no. No kwase nse wokɔgyina hɔ na yɛ pamo. Wo nipa ya wontimi nkɔgyina ho. Wontimi nkɔgyina wo nipa no ni ade.
Because omu ye omadwin se omu ye hostel. Biwoho still in fact the former chief executive Professor Ochirade Mensa it was part of the plan of the 2 year na also movie intinka hostel in fact I'm aware a project be create kotwa young papa Professor Ellis Otu Ellis former vice chancellor Kane University crap so yen hihye e bi boasi e bi kra support because wo mo ko ho no ene bebi o mbeda abontin o.
And there was sayare ne yare.
Obeda abontin.
There was sayare no yare pa.
Obeda abontin. There are politics.
I didn't add.
Kofi yen call quickly let me be lines.
Nana we dey sa challenge ya ye face omo heye wo TV. Omo hye wo Facebook. Utie PR ne nsemo a o kan. Na hwe se enye bed na enni ho. Space no esua. Nana sa challenge we nyina nano na wo ka say Ghana ye problems are ye face e wo ha ni nyina eye basics nkete ye dwen hu say ne say hunti na Ashanti region said the be ya CAF Comfort Teaching Hospital emu be hinhanti yemfa Afari Military Hospital mra and initially na was nka ye en watermali and was from Accra there be okay Accra there 37 military hospital then from Ashanti region and ye de ba Ashanti region ye de call Afari say Afari military hospital say the be ya ebeboa ama en ayarefo a aboa peso ewo Comfort Teaching Hospital no etu obetwa sa ha no etu obetwa nana sa challenge no yaji hu solution the ye be easy sa congestion na work on for not teaching hospital by yanko afari military hospital akan rem adianka 500 bed hospital akan rem and a yanka ho she because penino or no ni this year be area wow obenya baby die wura Manu da sumina so. Ma MC and na DCEB in Ashanti region. En change se say and say bibi into no. Manu da sumina so. Na yen fa no ko ka. O ka say ono so be kwa koda form one. No.
Jale hospital mu wi anka efe pa.
Anka project say economically ebe boosti area no because nurses are ebe posti omo no ebe pese anka omo betina miambia bi say ebe ben omo wa adwumam
right
ena yedi di agro na ne yako chesekrata na papers na ye kabrofo na nsentwefo ani nemu ase ye sympathizing with the ordinary Ghanaian ye empathizing with the ordinary Ghanaian ni nyina ya low and now no ye Dominic Nitiwu 2019 June I think said 29 and Rebecca say oh Sa hospital no crowd there by the end of this year there na ye which is ASAT 2019 abesin there minim so you see different calendar na sa oh ni ye we no cry ye said be boasa na we yaba na we ko na we yaba na we ko and then heka the ono no say yade no ayasa bia no yare
all right
and dey amanyo semsa
Mami mbie lines no na yentwetwe nkoma watie from anopa flooding ho asem ya mawa hu de ekoso yentwetwe nkomo Ghana Yeman Ghana segment we friend no Yeman Ghana nti okroni ye nyina ye dia oman ye nyina ye dia nti wa wo hwe me wa wo tie me on Facebook number no ye dia toso ofra no wa radio set no 0557 10 12 31 0557 10 12 31 0557 10 12 32 0557 10 12 32 0557 10 12 31 0557 10 12 31 0557 10 12 32 no lower radio set no na yetimi atwetwe enkomo de kan ho asem eba flooding na ebe 11 years ni a June 3rd and June 3 disaster no ebaaye yesua bibia frim insuo tutoi yebetimi yesua bibia frim Ahenfie na egusua flooding ho asem yeni ho nkomo comfort not teaching hospital they say pressure ninti say emergency no your emergency be emergency wo dey na emergency dey but be we beka cho say ko baby foforo and we are looking at aden and asanyoma we nyina ekoso all right good morning
Edako Jumba Jona bia ko dey
me ho ye na nso e
madam ma me so unu aketua TV taxi driver me so mo ye pa
TV me you
and I didn't care about the assistant so dey nkwache na Edako Ju mess ye mpanyifo e ka so ma ye timu ye de bibia politics a o ma no ye nkoye nim sase me kura na sase me nse e wiase ba bi kwate a e sidi no mesere ne ni pa de da form but obu ala obi emergency no me say me bia nya accident anu ka de check post ye no kodo ni pa mobo me say ni pa mobo na me ko be matete gam pa no da form also ye ba so consider onya accident no if you are not me adebati me da no consider and papa na me be free mu because obi ahwe no o kwa so say obi ahwe no free mu me bla kakra o kwa we na ma o kwa na we say no atwo do bi do store ayo eso do bi mo two bi a ye kwa outside ba kwa mo two ma ye kwa ye ba say me na mu so bi no ma no to ma na ye ni sa emwa ti me so mo panyin say no ma be ajada wa we person ofori kuma sa me kum di ye wie ye say ko bi politics nti. Oh,
all right. Yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, one can say.
Na Kwadwo Jantuah ni di ane kamika ni ka free Tafumu market.
Tafumi meet you pa.
Yo nana ya da. Nsema wa kan ni die. Nwanwa na bebia ene ye hwe ewi afia kwa kodu pa. Ni ye hwe mpeni fie ya nyamiem arehu. Nancy ya kofa no chia sama wo kan me sister yare koda sese enye obi awu na omde na traffic jam eno omde ntuma kata na nim wo tie bi a me sister da watena efuo ni si akunyam saa obi na ba no be complain ka sa ma mi wo si watena ha chefa ansa na nurse ni ba ko be tata wo ye dead obi a wo wu o mo dia akata ni osi what shi obi a wo ni so obi a Ghana akodi enion dia ye mpani fo we ma de tia ye ka o ma se ma Ghana mpani fo mu di ya ni Kwadwo Jantuah say one show akoma o ka se tia wo.
Thank you. Good morning.
Ana.
Yes, sir.
Mwate.
Mejo so.
Obini techini. Eseto.
Obini metie o minia.
Abu shira kwa amen chacha ma odeno ko kwapia. Na kakra ye kan se. Usa no pay program a wutie. Uye nyina ise Penti bia Ghana mandi ma ye manfo. Ukosem Ushe agenda 111 a yule kupo do penso odi sampam Ghana memu anamo a enne ye ba ye gu honum kwa ye wie efidie gum but wontimi wu de kwanti a so aka nwulam obaba me bo so ntwa no mo a Sawia Government Hospital kafie pa usha bibia omaye yule kupo do penso ne sina power station me no ka se omaye wie askiti ma atiano enna aka nwulam Eziketimi ya sanye ma wenum nyine ukote de ya wie so me ha de jana wan mo wie bebe ho ya wie edebe ntimi mmia no manipa nkoyem koya adwuma na nurse kogu fie doctor kogu fie anya adwuma nye edebe ndidi ne sipan ye sra ban so ndi no manfo kwa ne ti ukwa de bie ho ya ma de bie kwa ho ya ma aso kadi kwa nke kan ko referral center so die na sie nti ese comedy ba ye hunu pampanso ade o man ko edi na ewe ku kwado adi gine ho se ye mfa jeda wa amra ene ko ba ya mamana kan wulam wo hwere mo mia no na nso manfo no amunya amanyasem na mo de bibia ye okom anam no that's it
enso me that's it nyame nshira. Good morning.
Morning.
What you want to say?
But you mediane and contribution not him said the longest name.
Right, me too.
Na nyanko puncha pa.
Onyo kese.
Nana me do what you na radio suna ya na mimi ya kwangu ma na nyame ay madum me do what you way back Susu FM and me de me ba o program be had a work be a moye ya ba mo pack se to na so Susu FM ho that day number do hu wo na mi hu da me tie wa heart beat wa kuma no e di ya wo ne ba bi ho empenka wo ye nyankopon ka nyame ya do na ka wo nya tumi bia Amzenka, enema obeye no amzenka tese ka eniano onse okata nyina ni fi dadadada nyina oka empomudin ho asem nko a eni nipa ye die ho asem nko a enti mere me na no poya me mitie wo ta mu station ya mitie wo na ambe afre mere de me ka ne se nyankopon mo anwode na onshamudin ta na metini aka nyankopon so
onye okese edase. Good morning.
Good morning, Doc.
Yes, I'm but when I can say
onye okese na onka ho no hye wo de na ye funu a ewo no de bia masema me ka ne se onhye mu ma na wonhwira no ma ne nkwatente. Doc, ne chakuno do janka ban because the visa does it.
Right.
You see, I'm saying say for me if that demo I do with ya by ye who say ade ba ko da.
Hello.
Na ade ba ko da wa kuma so. Na ade da wa kuma so say na o pese wo ye bibi na obo Ghana. Your interest is not only in politics but the development and the betterment of this nation. If they are catching you to see a bit fresh, we have a politician we shout out. We are sana politicians not the day. You have call hospitals, you not bed in that so. You have call you have pin you have good schools here in Juma. We have a lot of nurses that have been real school are in posting one. Yeah, Cassia, I can't ferry hospital asem na ye kan ye de be policy na me MPP ni na me NDC ni NDC ni ba san o de be MPP ni body. It's about time the youth of Ghana have to rise for the nation demand our devotion. Let us all unite and uphold her and make her great strong. Nana Kwadwo.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I want to say.
Yes, Accra.
Free Accra. Okay.
Yeah, as I say, Ghana, ye kasa bebe dodo. ye kasa be do because communicate is better nasam ne say often the hospital do ma bai wo ye wie na we Muhammad na ye na we na Muhammad na ye sami je be kan ni na sa na melaka bo ajin so be ta sasa ana we na kufuad na ye na we na kufuad na ye sheka ni sela ensema o kan sa kufuo e die na kufuad na sa so etimi wie e di ze no aban ne ba onu so pani onu ebe ya obetumi awie ti die obi aye no ma meto aso ma meto because obi a person you know dey this me na me buy na me ye we say me na me ye we say so ye guys are na man dia ene o man ye nim pa da ye nko ye nim manuel
Mesome da say good morning
Nana Kwadwo Jantuah the doctor.
Yes sir.
Ba me mo abaso. Akwasi ewua taxi driver ni.
Akwasi me too.
Member of MPP Media Patriot na me rem na me chia Uzbempa. Oye incoming chairman we share so Asante Kuka incoming chairman as Asante Regina na ne kesi pa chairman untini national chairman na Kwadwo Jantuah o man na yetimu no we say utimu for Jesus Christ o kra no waje nkwa he say advantage awreti o ma we mu be wu na high Confanotin hospital a ye so say hudu be 6 region no in fact say na ohima ne ka no Confanotin no say are na mukra yare me talking from experience na no abobe 2 o'clock and lady bi amani tv nya me say ne ba ne ewu ntie mfa no hospital na ye de sa ne kudu Confanotin say sometime yes ye free baby children's hospital na de ne ko ye ko hu doctor ba ko and others from you know be ma ba ko ne oba ba ko na be ma ne gina ba akwala bi so ye enwa adwuma ye de she na bu na lady ni gina wa miya phone so na miya phone so ama akwala ne da hu e ma me ko kan say mame o be say akwala ne wu ansa na wa be akwala na me kan sa no sorry ku re dem ni se ko fampa ne ya abe wa akwala no wa mpibim na oni say akwala no wiye
ha
akwala no wiye na me kan say me sa di mi ntimi nyina ntimi ko fie mame ne ba fie no no say ne ba na frim nti Confanotin die o say o kan obi ma onka patients na omko oku no emu 30% ya doctor for na nurse for na ni ko mo na ya na ya re them say politicians no yen do politicians by politicians no yen Chelsea hospital is you ya yen ni na awie mu be commission ma pressure wo Confanotin no e bia ko no panifo se da omonye nana akwese wo amede wasi
that's unfortunate story. Good morning.
Piao. Nana Kwadwo Jantuah, Patrick ni. Thank you. Memo Wabaso Kwadwo na memo MPP Media Patriot. Osie we are a member of the Kasakro. Na usu ben parliament ya o man pa na obochuma na kuka so chiao. Ni nyina na akosie wi ababekan no kwasem ne se mia babe ma epra ha medina kuchi ofa oda akura no agensem kese Confanotin minim se wo munya ko no ma no ma ye proud kese wo du kese ntino ase wo mo ma wo mo homene so o frɛ no na wanye me pacho kakra bi ogipi onso ni nyina ya di kun yes ni da bia na me ko me se wo adwuma no se wo ye na wo wanye na mani pani wu a obi kwa na aka 5 minutes ni wo but mpan ho a obabe ye niam nkonya ba ko mienu miensa no betimia survive adube se 1 hour enu no wagi nipa nkwa nyame amake wo so wo ye doctor wo ye nurse ni a wo ye midwife a nyina ye make obi anwuma a wo ye na ade na wo nim no na wo se wo nye na abufuo nti wo Germany pani wu a won ni de wa critical kum pa e ye pe enti se doctor for ni nurse for ni nim te sa ne ma no eno eba wi wo mu dabi ana se e be bu wo mu for dabi a wo mu ma wo mu ni mra wo mu so pa emfa obi wo bufuo emma obi nkowu sadi obi tini ni bufu wo twitwo no kum nipa abre mra emma ne kwan ye wo the saying hospitals are who be brave or one must see a BNP. Among Nantian and Mapa, almost swap nurse Juma, Apostle Doctor Juma. Young for woman soon conclude being or how no, a sonti. A sunset brew or Musuntino, or Quano Church or more. Yamin here, Mobo, Yamin here, Mobopa.
That's it. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, I'm Pajuane Kase.
Nana Komoya. Nana no Pema Momo Basu. Na Mentia Minia Baron. The Katsu Kufise Untun Hofo. Nani Dina Onamse. Nana, Mammy for Fidiso, Namentia Professor Joshua Alabi. Ghana Commercial Bank, board chairman. Na Machia Rita Chairman and Akwisi. Nama for Fidiso Machia Professor Daniel Bacham for one of the Bass Certificate. Imano Reagan friend. The Dene Bass organizer, Chama and Safari. Nana Ubedia de say, Bay 15 to 16 years, call for Nachi, Meme Arena, so the Meko. Na ye the metro or mother the empana has a different for me below. Upia that time, a chin now, why no. And I am for BBS, and you didn't see about it. That time I will be see ya mammy who pure. I did see a doctor by a bell or China Obamana. Ya why me and white? You call me cheap now. What's in it? And soon if you I said that you know. Now the doctor had the nurse for no. Now they flew me. Me yarana some go for Chamenko. Because no man who nana and set and fatter. Nana last 2 years ya me wayale me ko operation. Our powerhouse. So me udu no matter for no. Nana since then to be yariu, se me yariu, se baby yariu. We yari my director ko. Nana the doctors ne tese nurses ne ye no. Aunka okonkwa do so be yari akoda ho. I don't even hospital. And yet, the government hospitals may be here. Who do I said the other go for Taradi? I was saying, Wabekai. Acquire a debro. Nestle, yes, only Panayan Ocean, no would walk over the so wolf who name your phone. Now we will do said that was a tardy address. I could transfer them some correction for the Namia Jumanibini. Nana, Anna, a kaya politician. The other main person met here free a callers, and your communicators are no Koranas agenda 111. Nana, yet to Kromha. After the hospital, I'm working once a me. Seria Gambet Hospital, Kumu, Nana, Mesia, South. It's hospital, some said you're Pajama. Nani Pani Kakako, Benya DNT, some may be 111 hospitals. Meanwhile, and 9 years, me and Sanaka, yes, and quiet, teaching me for records and goes on Koya Juma. Me, all considering me, accident, I got 2 passetti. It's Nana, officers at them, Afri, a year, Juma, get much more about it. You better transfer about. I do now, I say, can't question and penny for. Yet to come and subscribe, what you had done it, I say, I will be no more dear who fell. Subsidy. Minyasa wo say some hospitals I can see 900 million and can compete I can never confront you. The partner said, "Come, Pazuko, when you've been to the doctor, I don't know." So me be 111. 111, I don't be saying, "Yeah, we na can also when you sense who we are, Oberfaka, Oberfapri, Obercommon, and Aquasan Wayare. Na me be so, it's Umame, and now Papa, Umyare, and should be for player now. All of us are not audio. O Yonkoda and Oda. Yet the emperor from Mokoswano when I do Moyano. There they buy episode Bonko to Dumbi. Manama for son baby.
Medase, thank you. Yeman Ghana Sunni on Anapa Ahenfie A Square. Good morning. Too bad. We'll pick few calls now. My special guest and Ura Solomon Anane, or Ashanti Regional Manager, Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communication. In TNA, one or more share your technology near computer so no. On no penya or down no yen come as our special guest. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my Ghana Sunya no Ahenfie meet you.
Maybe myself Accra in take junction. They saw about the blocks. Any Mboba, any Aznia, every book anymore. Yeah, the big round for people on and to a main road in the phone and to be able to send me financial. Or one of the available to almost some residents see and son and son economy this had in the new home on my son.
Oka take junction, baby. Mudia Nyanya Abusana Gunu, right?
Yes. It's a part of Moka will be man why. No more can be being answer.
Mate, Medasi. Good morning.
Hello, Nana Kwadwo Jantuah.
Christophe.
Nana Dr. Kwadwo Jantuah.
Christophe Adult Education.
My God, the Sokatwa man. Share, Kruma, I say about 6:30, Nana. Share, my boy, me phone be me son and every for almost 20 minutes. Sana ninyem. Nana, sir, unimeduma, unsi sambodo, Nana. Baby, I will see you ever to beat you, be a body.
That's it.
Nana, what boy do ma? Rather, some young catch you be through via radio and on TV and TV. Obia, baby, I thought to her, Nitina. Nana Niminyansa. Was a school where a doctor or child university, and no more Mutuayan piano. He gives wisdom, he gives education, he gives us information. What's my radio theory lovely to be ocean be a tea Ahenfie and Ahenfie from 6:30 to like 9:30. Now your life will never be the same. Nana Oshima man from Kwanoso. Kaibia says since yesterday. I think a Kia track or something. It's been disabled for 24 hours. It's still there. We are telling the authorities, we see, we wait till something happens. See, that is my problem. We are not reactive in Ghana. But we are always reactive. Yes, just a chairman BBC answer. And the other Ushima man from Elko Sophia, Panopena Mekodi Medio baby. Kabia says ho. Omu floor. Nana Kofanochi A and E till accident and emergency. Meaning how people are taking this thing. Accident and emergency was no. You see, I am man. The mean fa any the so be an accident and I will be a cardiac arrest. It said no confanotia a beer yentimin, you know, because of I am man. Are we safe? We are sitting on time bomb, Nana. Tiebesre and Penufona Abano. But I believe that the health minister, Kobna Minta Kando, was it there should be nothing like no bed syndrome. Was it there should be nothing like that. If they will squeeze to take care of people who be involved in an accident from now going until a remedy is given, we shouldn't turn anybody away, say. And penny and I say, why am I Debbie? Tinana, Yabesre, Penny for. Then you be Nani Panquan, but Nanaduka, I can be Debbie Omiti. Or see, if the economy goes down, we can restore it, we can bring it back. But when lives are lost, Yentimi Yanin Pano, Genya Yesu, Obi, who are Yentimi Yanano, but the economy say, yeah, you better be in here. Nanado already shout. The Demestre say Yenny be being found, Nana, Unyakuma, Christos adult education, and they are tramazo. obi opese osua brofo na otimi kan wa otimi tro wasi na na no cha na okọ University na Jantuah ekọ chana de okay university all friendly na na me muano obi chamas obi cha science obi cha English language obi cha integrated science nyame amaya ha akade idea ye wa kwa ofra ye be bo 0243 0484.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nana. What to say?
Who here announce way? It's you.
Ajaman.
Right.
Ajaman.
But me talk at a free.
Huni Valley.
Huni Valley. Okay, me too. Yeah, Christian.
Yeah. About that, first of all, I mean, we have all failed as a country. As for my young say in before. What the heck? When generational thinkers, people who think in the next 1,500 years, in this valley, the food. We are not where we are now. Again, make us. We are confirmation hospital. Capacity now 1,200. Now, we very affirmative. 1,500 bed. And now let's come to the emergency center. Emergency center was this year. I had 37 bed. And no 14 bowl. 37 bed. Kwalebu emergency. 65 bed. That is the new hospital be a what Ghana an emergency before 500 bed. That is something I want to hear one as a country. Sir, as a country like Ghana, your new hospital costs 3,000 beds. Now your Kosi hospital, you have 250 beds per year. My goodness, now whenever requires and a 500 beds afali. No matter afali. And I said the Basokura still a problem will not solve. Because the reason is that mother, I don't know Dawson. It was a kid to say a different pepper so many Dawson to know and Kayala Sabian, you know, costing pepper so say. Like a see because a G and I see us emergency center. And a president of Phobia, a boy and a yano. Let the crowd that say 1,000 bed emergency center. But 37 and to give only option here. Give your money on. Give onion from swap. Because even when you press a vessel, I serve 13 different reasons in this country. Nobody can tell us what problems in what. Upon hospital one kind now, there's still problems. There's no hospital without problems in Ghana. But the MSG, the Aya, you say, no, about the only biggest hospital, a 13 regions. Kwalebu 13 regions. But Ghana Kwalebu you have 37 on board. They have what you call rich hospital on board, and so on and so forth. And technique is this person, but still, and so we are. It takes to be minister. After agenda 111, maybe. I don't know. I know how many beds. Just saying now, I how many beds.
Right.
That is the problem. What you are doing as a country.
But that's it. Thank you. I was Kofi.
Okay. Nana. So far so good. Enkakra ye kwaye nim na mami bisa metie for say no mutumi die na. Omutumi die. On say hwemu kire say ye wo don hwere maku eduonu 9 ena eye dako. Na wo mu a eba na pomodi omunim de wo animu na ye hwehwemu kire say senipa wo beda anye bia no. Say wo de don hwere nwotwe wo da don hwere nwotwe 8 hours anye bia na also wutumi da 8 hours na mimbisa also wunna mu te say unya baby pada ehe na woda kra na wo sori asan na uhusie o enti ye ha opi dodo na ye sori a ye kon obisi madam kon so me haye me ya mechi bremu misisi ye me ya ni nyina sa ha ni nyina no dodo na eye bia ya ye da mattress a ye da so Aye. Also, obeda sorry na say wada okon so wechi dompeni ya oya. Usisi ya oya. Toda kra wo sorry free mpaso na eya oya. Ni nyina mattress a woda so. Kopel latest foam mattress. Fi say eno na ye standard mattress wo Ghana ha. Empenimfo nyina agye atum. Eno any volatile organic compounds na ye dia ye sa substandard mattress na obeda so na wo yare. Ade ba akwa wo say wo ye na wodi hu say wo mattress no quality ene say fa onsa mia so hwe say etumi tomu a say wo mia so na etumi memu na che say ukra standard mattress eno a latest foam bobo mattress ne hwe say no enkra na tro BC ewie omo beko senior high school mattress abatan e wo say wo de ma wo ba odi ko school ko da so latest foam mattress enkodi mattress bi echi nka se ne bo na efo we kra no de toto ya nom de a we mu de na efo da bi yade nko a embeto yade entu fie enna so compare latest foam mattress Ghana ha de yenim latest foam dada be ye mfie duesia ne echi ni enna latest foam omode omo mattresses apapa yi e de asom Ghana fo enti wo twen den compare latest foam mattress na da so na no ena beboa usisi yade no enye ni nyina na ye duro Kope mattress papa na daso na emboam utie mi Accra number obefre ni 0302 231155 eno ne emu Accra 0302 231155 uwo Kumasi a Asante Mantem ha number obefre eye 03220 29365 03220 29365 kope latest foam mattress na daso na no yaje atumo mattress ni twahwe o mattress na wo de unsam miaso a na ye tan entumi mmimi nkom no na kire se wo da yade so bo mode aso obepe latest foam mattress eno na say doctors kra aje atum se wochi a oya se da bi koda latest foam mattress so ebeyi sa ha no efri ho nti bo mode ase obekọ na wakope bi na bibia aye kama ma me papa me ni wudi nkomo bi ma me bi sa se wo ba no wasi na okotro ye no mass na ofeli ye no economics na ofeli ye no we bi sa on se die nti ene mani feli ye we bi sa teachers no achechefo no ebo mo ho modern pa nanso say no said ye nwumasua na akoye no yes see we learn smart we don't learn hard enti sa wo pese eba no nkonta wo ba no etumi twa na otwa yia victory a calculator ena ye kan formal victory a calculator eno any calculator say no Ghana Education Service agiatum say esuafo omuko school secondary school a omuhia calculator e de aye sohwe no mu atwa ne yie no papa no eye victory a calculator eno no emfa ha obi ambro enigi sam no say auto victory calculator na ye ma book aka ho na book no e chow subject bi ade kwan a ye fa so de calculator no e solve eno na me catch you say sa wunim calculator no mu yie pa commerce ni e-mass no wonkot na ho no na wonya wo bi dada fi se topics ni nyina no ye wo kwan e fa so de calculator e solve na nye calculator bia say victory assured calculators eno na ye kamfo ama oto a ye ma wo book na wo mo ahyeda bo modern ene Ghana chechefo ni nyina afa ntitiem mantem bia chechefo mo ho no victory a calculators ene omo ahia aye nhye akire omo kwan a ye fa so edi victory a calculator edi twa sohwe enti wo mass na wo kotro na aye odadwene no commerce no economics no how bi a wo fa sa kwan a ba fa so edi atwa sa sohwe no eno nso ano no e wo victory a calculator ko pe victory a calculator na no no embo eno ena GS Ghana Education Service agiatum na bibie ni afre ma me frɛ me frɛ number no na pe calculator ni bi ma wo ba no number ni 0593 985 891 0593 985 891 and now says 0245 726 967 0245 726 967 0245 726 967 na frɛ na mpanimfoɔ ɛma victory calculator ni bi nafa kɔma oba no so wo school so watwerɛ wase awie a wantwa enkontaa no kɔpɛ calculator we bi ma no na onsan twerɛ wase ni biom obetwa na watwa ne simple wo a wotwerɛ no deck wo hia bi wo a wo tertiary a wo ye course bi e fa calculations enkontaa ho wo hia victory A calculators ni bi na ne book ka ho a ɛkyerɛ kwan a topic bia what the calculator no ebe solve na bibia aye kama enti nana victory A and our latest form and common no ye die si na ma menko Facebook no so comment ba ko bi awudu yaro ose Nana Jantuah, even here in Europe the hospital authorities will not allow the families of the patients to sleep in the corridor of the hospital. The differences is that the doctors in Europe would take good care of patients.
Say pressure was na insu about next pressure on no kon insu no. Ohon ye be bibia man to any problem. Ye be ma update. Anyway ko fi dase.
Okay.
106.1 Ahenfie FM. Ahenfie FM. Ahenfie FM. Ahenfie FM 106.1.
Ahenfie TV, Ahenfie Radio 106.1, Ahenfie Media on YouTube and Facebook, Ahenfie 106.1. Bu how see we are unya debi. And one is out there corner risk can call many in this option in the multi TV so no. O click o you can say remote to now be menu. Na menu no so where scan or scan ya. I can tell you say obi Ahenfie e wo so wi anu schoolie. Say be a challenge so offer one now mo be installation in my multi TV ni so obe scan ama obi Ahenfie. Makacho say when you enyoma papa bebre ayeba enche other team ne beba be kayensa enti enche kra mo pe sports and I'm kwanswa eba and social programs drive nini na enche programs nini na beba ba yedama se maso yemu just 3 weeks I share you media se maso yemu den yankopon inshramu ma member studio na mene Ora Solomon Anane oya Ashanti regional manager GEFEC Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communication and Train and Como. Senior, good morning.
Good morning, Kwadwo.
Bibi aboko.
Nyame adome hoye na oswe.
Ya hoye pa akwaba.
Meje oso. Enkomo amudi nanka bese mekaketiwe
bi. Obe kabina se nti na wa.
Moka mere wa wo style bi bi.
Nkomo na yedi no.
Kwadwo. Me wa class mo chade. Ana koda ba ku twahwe. Tiaro ahia akora no kodwa ben government hospital. Ti emphasis no mo classroom. And whether health insurance, whether anything, it was we rushing. The kind of driving for say case in the Bromos and for them block of energy.
Yeah.
In our record car, many then assistant headmaster, it took a few driving with top speed recklessly, only to get to Kofonachi. Kwadwo for 3 solid hours, not getting that structures unattended. Doctors know it chumba, Timamba called down. O say atimu hwema ba ya fefefe yewu o da ho na mo koba young doctor then owu anayede you the two me say ko do as usual
owu anayede
that's what the doctor said I just want make it about 20 years ago enti ene no nya ne me be ka sha samso nam say Jimmy Force dey me but from no was me but to me say Jimmy Force dey na doctor ntino ba for na nya easy to us a consulting munina opid munina but so the was angry
aye owu anayede
na doctor panyi ba ko ekase fa kwa right inside and now mo dem ko do say me no ka say normal sign papa she's been referred to D5
hey
I say me action led them to react that way. That wasn't the story. Said me Jenny, didn't go D5 no say your friend now for near bomb and as a crown school say na see. Me name your friend madam do catch no when we left the hospital, yes, my many boys were free. What is anybody that work?
D5.
So say, you know, the myth.
Yeah. About the D5, the whole day.
In fact, in Beth, you know, I said to myself, say, this thing could happen to anybody. What is happening in our hospitals? It has nothing to do with government. I think that nurses need serious orientation. But I said this because they are in the private hospitals. I bear 20% of what they take at the respective government hospitals. What private hospitals? They will almost see Miami Hospital.
The same Ghana Nino.
Living Waters Hospital.
Living Waters, I just want.
I just want. What can doctor quite more prescription? I was saying, nurse need to watch it. You could dear do. Now, what she said, doing the mao no. The doctor Cassie and Fema on the Dronoma will be a nurse in a church room. Said, don't know qua. See. And I asked myself, say, that same nurse, say, our government hospital, the attitude that is saying. Meanwhile, salaries are almost our buying hospitals. And you're far greater than we. I think that this thing has everything to do with the attitude. And I think, say, more organizations, say, medical, Ghana Medical Association, Ghana Midwifery and Nurse Association, no, they have to look at that point very well. Nipani ya ino hospital calling. Story of Maori. We were unprepared, and I could just say it's a classroom and it's here. And I think say Umani Pambeka stories it goes on and on and on and on. And I think that yes, the hospital may be congested, yes, and Yemomudi may not be enough, yes. But I think say the attitude of some of our health workers may feel say there should be proper and superior orientation. I think psychologists will work on them because nipa in our hospital are normal like will be normal things that we see. And as long as he be me can say a bioma live above reproach. It be here but I think that the be so one more casa sometimes they another hospital me them tell report me down. Say me them friend of the hospital. Me call them to was here because so now I say they see you as you are being, but I mean we need to do the right thing. And to confront not for bomb home the management, current management, CEO, yes, reports are nipe how some of your nurses are treating some of the patients are not the best. I think that there should be stakeholder engagement. I think that training must. But it's how we school now. While still working, there should be training. Also, say nipa with a peculiar problem, and I think that the approach. I thought that said the nurse be approach you, Dr. Bear approach you. To my oyari, me said I vow. So I experience na menya. There are some hospitals. Even if I know nobody should take me there because I've been to one hospital. We are so advertisement hospital but to be one can self-present me the beer me living almost but I've been there on several occasions. What won't say really you are at home. But is that the case at a government institution? Dr. Ahenfie, my Dr. Abba, Peromo dealings no. Or some could be banned be you because at any point in time, there are people the OPD. Hospitals go out for the chief doctor. Me was my rules or say we banana boy. So the attitude.
But is it also not say doctors in the number of doctors or nurses to patients? We know say so. And sometimes you nipa. Onipa you nipa.
Obeko OPD ya edit. Mo friend diti rosa me boy. Say and Monday we back from here to here. Baby I'll be doing show. And she when Kojo will see you who will be duty. So ban 7 no upon 10. Kojo will be upon your bomb sit me name say the first time you honey. But baby now want me bahano. Point your crown any petra where she will take you over and I'm a boy. Right. Oh running up no so certain in your ma. I mean that's how it's done. And she say Rosa said Solomon and a babana pa 8. Upon your 4. Now, when you Kwadwo Jantuah, be take you from 4. I could put your 8. Kwadwo 4 neighbor now you should be able to go from me.
Right. Yeah.
He said 4 neighbor. Next year, it has nothing to do with patient doctor ratio. It has everything to do with Obi also Yajuma.
But how about say your hospitals and Kibibia pressure? Because of course, I mean,
me as Amonioni, the NDC we have no excuse. Any excuse we are.
NDC
ye wa ba mani me de ma men kan ye de men kan bia ye wa ba mani ye ni excuse bia see ye be hwe say after military hospital minister catch us by end of this year say what military hospital yeah we are watching closely say what government hospital I think that all hospitals and I've heard people say the for agenda 1-1 if really a bare 90% complete on my Ghana Sigana I can't bear 10 days those hospitals are here ready say because being not if not all the departments are ready some hospitals will various sections and I'm say yes sections are ready not if you are ready let's bit me up watch me for now yeah operationalize portions now ready now as we move steps to operationalize.
I asked Honorable Member of Parliament Collins Aduma Comensa. When would we stop? Say I didn't know a year be and you knew who sika, but I be betting me 2, but you bet me I can say 10. Now the can is in room. Na ye trifiable because I remember say Afridi Irajo Mahama Shasi and I can say we on Kienka once a move. Long time. And we are still talking about it.
You see the sad aspect. Social Captain Smart exposé or some long time ago about oxygen a year near good women. I say, me sure send me a cassia coa. Sign money we have to do. We have to do new procurement. And I'm air conditions, ACs, and new machines in say. And these are the costs to the ordinary Ghanaian. And see, I'm on your senator that sometimes we hear this and I command I because ye Ubi yam one prim ye kasia. Charlie in the next few seconds where nyasa mwana ebia de besinye. And to ware we are called hospital. Me person hospital ne de. And you see here referral ambulance. Boss. You fresh. The last result was that there's ambulance coming from Obuasi. Many are me Obuasi to come to the hospital near Befana Koji. I will homely
be 40-50 minutes,
ambulance,
1 hour.
Ambulance if you Obuasi. Ebedu Jabin government hospital. Ambulance ni oxygen.
Oxygen nim.
Kwadwo be so jina hona se Nyankopon anko akoma obeto twede. Asa make a long story obeto twede. Na oye party ya organizer wa Juso constituency ofi bon re be se bon dia kai abosia for ya. Na ujina ho say ya you will see say precious life is perishing. But Charlie said the kind now the guy was gasping for breath and to be home. And to be into any ordinary car monko. But at facility no one in the oxygen in the so. And this guy refer now, he use oxygen or say money be. Now ambulance was oxygen.
From a boss in the bay.
That was we took so hours in the bedroom. And we have to make necessary arrangements. Before our mind, we are way above this sense in some way. I was here because say and Troa and die original chairman of Gasu Sandus. It just told me Kojana Mijao. Say I'm sorry anymore, Uncle Be Regent. I said we send Troa now or delay in cement. Also, one make it 6 millions. That's kind of good them on guess what? Your friend just so ambulance be doing here. Almost some fire engine. That
fire tender.
There be a tender no. Once a tender the chino. There was engine woman and a pumping soon.
Yeah.
And the tender the buy in so ma. Almost engine in your so the engine can pump.
But can't not to have
now. Interfere fire and fire tender from KN West. Oba. So Nambisa was say if a teacher like me and can make me a team memorial. I see Safino. Now would you know? Na eshi we dey omegina bi gacha ma ho ya so ma me no say because we say ma dey I no mo say ya yiri ma me no obedom say ko yiri sika yiri ma me no sense mo ye keka na say wo ento wo nya eyewitness a be ka say toli but you see your entire property vanishing just like that without any help. I think that our institution must be up and doing, especially say no cry they say yeah what message be but obu an baba akope Ulusun via be crab be a kind of fibroid operation. I say my cano a be emotional power or babako. Ya any fibroid operation. Ya you won't bring in a film, which is what me will be. A crown in that critical condition. Or you're helpless. And telling us that time the psychology any your nurse from Kushano should come to play. Because that too much that time no. The other can be a one chassis. That's my basa.
Yeah.
But Mona Mokusiandi. Also, what me continue because when you say, we are seeing now, baby, so this is our Kodana.
Yeah.
And that is what is we should and be getting to it. And I think that Ebasa, majority of, especially government ones, because private ones, they are doing because I don't know. Customer service na year ni pan ko omba. You will not allow that. I'm just here.
Person busa wo ya amanyoni. Me nse na hu se bibi sei na e kan yan kasa no. Mu se bra discuss more. Ti say issue ya bay. Yenya kan na no ano no.
Kwadwo de chene che.
E be huri akwa the usual yi.
Kwadwo de chene che about radio I know my topic I beka. I see my can 1,000 times. Yeah about radio. One wa my topic so lo chan be say me shiamo. Yeah ba enkomo we ni ebidi. Enti enkomo na ade ma me no. Makoye home research and amaba. The mama ni ji wo ho ade bia me kan topics I out my. The whole the media space. Muna mo detect. Nti se na ye ba ye ya ye ka kofo na chi. Enkomo fo na ebidi o. But I've spent time to talk about this. And when I'm speaking on such issues, we have to also get amanosem frame because a bit me to anybody. It will be a bedroom. I know to go so a men carry out. The Japan journalist could be near friends and cry. Asher from Munia Station or cry.
Yeah, Oman. Yeah.
I was just okay of a cake. Thank you. I was just okay. You want to go switch. Just go or talk for once. It could happen to anybody. Me, my class, sorry, I use places. I'm a many all places are bushy. They're taking it from the church. They didn't do hospital. What share in Penifoni mood and I, but they couldn't announce to us. Yeah, before no one announce say one survival. That's what they're my old dear who see. So it could happen to anybody at any point in time. And your discussions, and your dear Ebeboa. 1 year you invite your mom to come and discuss. Must not always be the sensational news, but must be news. Airport to shipping, not airport society, society. Because that's what should be the focus should be. Now, such sensational news, and nothing necessarily you. The media quiet by what one Yankee can see, won't trend you. Come, could you become boss? Could you mean cast and grandma won't pussy that? We may show watch, because I saw the kind of, and yes, my denim. Come no popa no poke come gaga because I'm sure no corner could you post severally now so na me to one film cry all because me dey na me kind man
social media phone na e do dey betu nti wo ha dey do ke bi e betu dey so much I hope Krata we cry now wo flyers no you are moving to I come no I get it
the media space and a sheepu and come
right
and I think says a media no guiding you nyina here we have because me ban one topic say me divite kura me kwa me say be see and it helps and you nin komo no on said me pen say me buy I just restricted myself to talk about my party NDC there nya feel na me be because they see bia no the mantle has been handed over to us we have no excuse that's why I said we will be challenges and to me minister so say by end of year so we will come one more timeline after will come kuma ukra portions na year juma it has not been fully that's what I hear the young one expanded
right
now a candia a doctor for no see here because it's very important academy ni ho or much na bre or money mom never can get them almost when you say what draw any general said me ko asset me just see no be me akuru ko jomi am twem keke no that day them say koku na me no me akosi anyumbre
went to me
kojo it's a fact kojo is a fact
share mo bro
kojo anya gro nti NSS for ma memfa konya we so mo mabaso adwuma mo yedwuma so we appreciate it nti eto da won so enipa what they go through and then of course society to talk about what you see
and the things you go and now grant me we
that's the point nti yeah bo mabaso in the midst of those difficult conditions akojo mo ye adwuma ni aka say ye hwe na obia de yen kaka but nipa ho do no must be paramount and key
menen Solomon Anane or ye senior Solomon Anane just oko Prempeh College oko school papa Uncle Wasne na busiafo ni so mwana ne Ashanti regional manager Gifex no mo yede quickly mo yede mo djuma ne sen
Gifex your mandate na very full well the first one is that we are into rural telephony
saying
good offer Telecel offer MTN and offer Sanyuma na kana they are private owned organizations so their operations is primarily driven by returns sika omubenya enti MTN ko sipo la ohwe nipa wo potemo no ayi so sipo na investment why no obenya musika is washa uba ye kron kese ni ma bon se post be 8 na si one area na ko kron kitwa ni ma pu ba ko kra ni wo na wo ko ye caller just ko food dua ko people so
asemu na bekan
enti aban hwe na say no ma yempe fund bi na sa telcos for no yes sika na omoje omunya afe no so no munya sika na omun twetwa kakra fengu fund bi nti e Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications Ghana Investment Fund nti omu twetwa sika no guma na ban si sa nkuro nkitwa na mo pese mo beko chance emfaso
ko bebi wa bedu na MTN ma telisen ma tigo ma
emfaso ni no na ban akosisi post ni bi ho people ni nkuma so your first mandate provision of rural telephony. And the word is rural. Rural means a crokitwa. Then telephony. So rural telephony. Second one is you provided computers for secondary and tertiary institutions. In the schools, no, the rural request for teacher buying commerce school be a computer. Normally it passes to our outfit, that is GIFEC. We also establish cyber labs. Cyber labs are computer labs for schools.
Yeah, computer
and finally we are into IT training. And most of our flagship training, it be a girls
technology
in girls in ICT in Yamaniama. And Tinyamwa say a buying way flagship program of the buyer, a 1 million coders program. Because already we are into IT training, 1 million coders program. About 4 agencies under Ministry of Communications, Kofi Annan Peace Center, NITA, GIFEC, and Ghana Digital Company. So for in Yakabuma, the 1 million coders program. Basically, we are an IT.
Yes, and technology ni IT abe. Mona moshe sa kuyi. Ekrasini krunke tuenuma. Ebi a telephone no ntimi nko na network ntimi nko na mo mahwe na mo de akoho ama bibia ye okay na Ghana influence Ashanti region mo wo baabi a mo identify say ho no de network because yetimi aduru baabi wo ho a yetimi ko akurase baabi wo ho a te say emfa wo
senior almost everywhere
emfa wo
enti my main for video so there are a lot of people complaining so le fro yenyaw so le yenyaw pay the duty you be enenam those assessment maybe any message man networking for me now it's simply say where I am there's a network. In fact, people in the rural folks are really suffering.
And you
they are really suffering. Mami can win chum. You go Krubakoso. TV na Krumande wanted to ask few questions. A very beautiful lady raised up the hand and I'm a quiet. Brasolo, get 2 radio radio and then the mission I mentioned at Brasolo, Kwakacha Muhammad say you. Tina I thought say Bob can't this because be saying time by I say Brasolo I highlight in here I tell network
being here yeah
Brasolo and the men when see you right them you can move here in open Mommy penny
and one
in open sir
what can it
what's you but no see no funny right there say me see is one idea
man
won't say in the way no is but ukasa who subject that to Kwadwo me no why MTN network jamo 1 hour crowd within a day look at what we go
ye hu ira
na obi ti wo na an entire life woni kame ani ho ontimi nya ko wo se ne ma wo krom person find out say me man na ye kosen this okogina dua so uko ba bia I have pictures uko ba bia ya the telephone na send dua so in a sign 1 point because that's the only point code
networking beba
and your code na so ko tare these are the problems I solve. Now me cash na couple nyam say we are doing a city well. First, you call Drobons, who's a very deprived. 12 communities. Some no can say contractors ego are multiples seriously.
It's a network beba.
Yes.
Drobons.
Nyamiama number 1, Nyamiama number 2, Dewia, Abenoa, and Amempekasa. Yeko funso, yeko tuntum, yeko sankuni nyina me no ka say there are contractors are almost site erectiples. Offensive North almost another peculiar challenge. Ochina on the 4th 8 contractors alodu niamana mafre MC by tomorrow I'll be there to receive the equipment. I know so in krum offensive North about 8 communities because post ho ma hook on to the network. You call first South. In fact, we could go back also. Tano crew enough NI offense Asante Achem South.
Right.
That is Jason. Boss. Baby, I'm fire me beside me who say into any party creation. You could do chrono. I'm so wow. Kwaye bi mo, nam kwaye musa, ya kwa no network. Nti me send report kwa kala meka say, wo Asante Achem South, mesre wo mo. Se krobia an qualifier, tano kromo de, e pese mo mo po ni mame. Because school ni ho, light ni ho, there's nothing there. Na me call no. These are purely cocoa farmers. And these are the people that almost struggle. And I'm happy to announce, say, Enra, may see you, Rashid Tanko computer. You're sending mommy about contractors in the Santiago South. Tanokrum has been captured. Banker, Musa Banker, my 1 year war, our community day school owner, and the teachers are complaining, so not working on. So all those areas will be hooked on. MTN so projects via all year. Until last week, there were other areas. You call Dumakwai, Dumakwai, you call it to be a home. You call Chibi, Chuta Chibi, you could see you home. You call
Nina, you crunk to a man. Yeah, will be am friend network in your and the anti Kumasi near Akran, and I say for you say okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
All this thing, and what we say, I feel Minister for Communication, as MTN, said by the close of the year, only close to 800 posts, and all because your percent quality of service now improve. More chromocrano, course a drop in the panic down, you better I can say the network is busy or out of coverage area. So we want to do an improvement. A lot is happening under our watch.
That's interesting. Ira Solomon and I share Saj Medina, Sunti. Ashanti region, I want now networking near Juma. Oh, share me from TV and so some pennyful in a hesse a crunky to a muno. Omenya sa network, IT wunyo many nano, omonoya. We hope for the better. Now,
could you let me quickly add this? There were areas we brew, especially that dance enclave near that enclave. You post me brew as you speak, they are not working. And the costs will keep on coming on daily basis. This is what happened. You can't say you post in your enclave one, you know. There are two modes you're directing. First one is we need to get a donor site. Donor site means if you're not MTN and I tell you said for it will pull be a band nearby town, a back room, but a bar just one spot per a honor will be a corner. So what we do is that we go and build our pool there. Now what you mean is our pool network pool na ban I interact into a no just signal now. Now I amplify no. Now I was retransmit I'm crooning in intend the anything. Any oba kwa will be doing chrono. Now unya donor site be unya pool be a ben inteno no say this satellite and the money straight from wherever a satellite company. Now your bar ben now satellite company no no kita hudi and pen for kindly no felt that the arrangement wasn't the best and that contract was curtailed. I feel that ma network posts are almost servicing na day satellite neighbor. By now many of them are down. As in Sri Lanka of Iowa, so we have gotten a new provider, Ocean in Fide. In less than no time, it was almost poor now engagement because now they were powered via satellite and a company now must have satellite subscription. We had challenges with them. The new one is coming on board. If we say we will give a better transmission about the problems that they are going through will be solved in a way.
Your few minutes, Mamimbu Sound. They say mobile abemwe be 1 year 7 months in aka we man say 1 year 5 months bi na 2028 naba de ekosui mususu se Ghana fo ani beje ana Ghana fo ani age se ombetimi kra a support mu projects amo kan ye se mo ye no mo ye mo de maso toto forma ekoyi research no
medase largely Ghana for any achi na mean Ghana say Ghana ye heaven but there have been massive improvements. Yesterday I spoke to a businessman maybe say me body thing it's answer Ghana the way I near kwatake o asi solo I can tell you authoritatively say name jam NDC ni yes or NDC wa buy NDC but as a businessman or hebe na ne partner na djuma na eko any aban buy share we dey agwa na me eko or feel say bibia sesa up to 2028 aban we aban or say you supporting Kwadwo ya buy business were saying say they couldn't plan because one quarter na kra nko fa de na on bedi wa no because of the dollar fluctuations in cost and they at least equilibrium I hope it's around 11 point something at the meboa.
Yeah.
So at least you have time to plan. That is good. Yesterday, I wanted to seek a facility from a bank. Many 3 banks didn't come out. Many other banks now. Bank back was in there 14.5 interest rate. Another demand 18.75, 17.75. Back was 18. But to be a machine mono at Naya pet because your car 14 no charges or bad you or no. When you go from room, no, the corner. Your car 18 no, I'm sure the charges no ever form. But relatively, it's good. As compared to Caneno, now interest rate ain't fun there. We talk about inflation. Okay, somebody will tell you, say, we don't eat inflation. But the point is that inflation, or planet. See, a cast inflation of former. It doesn't mean say you're in 2 years more. Gentin Hackler, we say inflation of form, and so then what year and a tier there be. See, a cast inflation 3%. It means what are the 100 cities are. The next month won't call 903.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean say won't connect what you, but won't connect 103. Yes, inflation 20%. And out on 100, I won't connect 20 number. So, until inflation above my dear China say, Sanka, the enemy cost room, and cost boom, 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 sir. And we are serious in that. Nia can say, they say there have been stability. Ghana and the national reserves, now you're $4 billion. As we speak now, $10 billion. The economy, near IMF program. You're free IMF. I've seen people say we cannot exit IMF. But we have exited the IMF program because Ghana we are part of IMF. It's again to me as IMF. You're free IMF, but you're free program. And free program, and Maukwenya so we do homegrown solutions. Baba, near Adroni say there have been stability. I feel many a for no session be because me quite gira farmers and I also from Bamio. Almost a brew last year. This time round, ne brew 12 million. This time round the brew a year 3.5, it be a 4 million. And it's a brew 12 million. Ne brew about 4 million. Many are ton dokono, many are ton kinky. Have we experienced something? The answer is no. And to me, if you say I don't say buying bomb because a brew be do 4 million. Ne kweni no do a phone no watch na so the buffer stock will come in. Better at a price farmer no one channel. Government you oblivious and here my the Swami interchange kojo sahana tie and this year back and okaya as quite interchange you betray ye so full interchange betray ye nti the Swami interchange government have given indications here be the aka me some make sana buy it in the coming days or see to me kana job creation and mabuno nyadwuma. And when we speak to people, what they say, and they say, Bobby John, because America, NDC, yeah, patcher, and Mabuni Betchedi, for the first time, Omo course security services. Because they are with the media person. Can it Abri and Kaubeti, soldier, 400,000, police, 300,000. Do you hear those kind of sentiments today in the market? No. Omo now are going through the system. Men can't say everything is in perfection. But it's by and large, this government is doing well. But we need to up our games in other areas. For instance, about Sabasan Yakum in our cocoa sector, our bank government have indicated, say no, we can't buy the raw beans and be exporting them. Yes, sir. Always our farmer will be at a disadvantage. Yento, na yem possession to at least the cake, na yen export. For that, we have added value to the beans, of which are in Faso Befimabano, at least can give some. I am heartbeat, many Ghanaian companies are almost taking active participation in our mining sector. And what I've said is, when in Yamakase, our businessmen, all of them, body, the Kesben, the how do you call it? Despite the Omuna, young who as businessmen, now are buying consciously, and so much. John Mahama have done very well. Your contractors, I think the Kofi Job, the Omo Ebetomuna, they are also working and will be enjoying. And that's what we need to do. And to abang way about, I have buying swap. This government is a vindictive administration. So you see how people are complaining. We know MPP need no. John Mahama say, Seni pani a Ghana ni. Na our capacity, no better Jumana in Jan Maenge. So far, so very good. And I tell you, Mami for Konya way so I'm a regional minister, Dr. Makoni Nabaso. He's doing exceedingly well. At least what is some sort of energy about the region. My MMDCs, and now Minuka say the MC of Offensive North. Honorable Caesar have invited me tomorrow. So, President Speaker, Emmanuel Bra, all cut it short for a 24-hour economy market. I come to think of it. When I went there, I was so much amazed. Our MCs are doing it. They are doing it. Senior.
They are sober from the Moya. The
good news is that
at the end of the day, she is.
The good news is that Sapo gets way now. It comes with the funding.
When they say cow,
come to the
Sana Mokai.
Oh, Mrs.
Sana Moka. Oh, you will see. Have you ever drew honor? You. I can't less than 2 years.
Kojo, it comes to the funding.
Let me say, I can't less than 2 years.
I know. So far. It's my catch say, near Ubusamia, Akaka Krama, a baby, a youth unemployment. Now, obviously true. Say government cannot absorb the teeming youth into abandon also we a buy must create an enabling environment for our businesses because we import one there.
You are calling some
Yami Unshano. Alisa me buy me home a buyer for 40 minutes anniversary. Me home in your branch for 40 minutes. Me home at least we're creating employment for about 4, 5, 10 people minimum per waha. Hitherto, thank an entisa. And this year, you papa calling so bear 20. No beer establish something like this. No beer for 10. We'll absorb 200 amount by. And there should be an enabling environment. And the businesses when they were crying, said cost of credit, said dollar fluctuation, said omoko habo, the taxes, not a hammy. Because that's half when you free no multi expanding. You want to expand me. I'm happy when you said sports team is coming, other shows are coming, and all this means employing other people, and that is how a country expand and a country develops. Right. And see, so far so good. John Dramani Mahama is doing what is called prudent spending. I mean, so watch it. What is going on everywhere? John Mama have to make sure say I think there's prudence. And see, yeah, boy, and penny phone be about. Now, Kojo, the Emma who me come manage me tears from that. But me come me tears and say we are a government 1 year 7 months into office, not a single scandal for any of our appointees. Could you anyafe?
Yeah,
Mumboya Basso Nasco.
Say until so be
No. Not a single scandal. Say be a win contract. Say be a nothing. And it tells you say Joe Mahama have told his appointees that anybody who will own you up. And I think that is good. And it's so far so good.
Two questions, Two questions. Internal elections.
Sure.
Masha se mu yi mutia nkofo be yi mutia regional ni nasefo na ebekọ yi de ekokọ so because tell be amete nyoma bi a nhyɛ dan fa.
Say NDC no, we are very wonderful family. We believe that water, that saying that at any point in time water will find its own level works really in the NDC. In Penifono party no yen chances here yenim at any point in time why no di anima of my results. Into a besha se kakraka se ya ye kono na fine tune na few days to the election now all delegates are clear in our mind. So when we put this gentleman on the ticket, good. But let me say this. Say, no matter who we put on our ticket in 2028, the verdict by Ghanaians will be determined by our output currently in government. Juma yaye. Until bia wenya kwenya, so we DC, so we minister, so we CEO, so we yemo crowd, buy a paper big kadi ashi. Ye na wasi assume the pani. Or say ye jumani, or say by an empty, or say di buoni di magana for, or since ya or mutimo Ghana for trouble mayeno, or see meeting, Minister for Greek, a food way do, farmers in fertilizers. Ye cocacho must say bar, we are giving them free fertilizer, cocoa farmers omofu, any kasebe puni. These are the things the Ghana want us to do. Because for now, so no social media, because of what they have seen from this administration, Ube Cassan Bonnie Craft buying one, you see how people come and attack you. We shouldn't take that for granted because there are so huge expectation. So my advice to all the members and say, yen home and concoding, na yen some Ghana for or some pa, na Timuponi botayin chomucha mayano, so muhu sampa, ya nini nakra, by ya head to na, and no need do be a besi and them say, wait, nam say, on 12 my pa minus one, you better shade my yen and accounting in the internal election, all is well. So one says, Abri, ya trading every. You are picking nomination for the branches, but you have not had a single NDC branch. And then the question, "How am I picking forms to you?" Yeah, BB, I can't see. Cyber yeah, picking forms, you know. And I tell my way, mommy, and I way they say we have warned our people that nobody should do that. We knew my part in what you trouble more, and to be you smooth. You better branch elections. We are a better constituency. Now, wouldn't say regional honor. I want to be more interested because you are branch beer. Wabama Asante NDC. I say. Now, no, some year they take away for free. For a young man, or ye. Now, a year no, a kamamuha, was you are not a year. What that's what people don't know. what's the one on you?
Yeah.
And what's the one on you? Oh, yeah. But some class or the bay, you know, are all bad names in way. Would there be sense of society about Sameho? A softful. The creative industry, media personalities, politicians, businessmen, the sheikhs. It tells you how now the NDC have become very attractive because you have very strong magnets. I call them magnets in the party. Almost attracted descendant Ghana, and these are the people about her. They are the movers and shakers of society. Into the party, no, I no. No, boss, and Timothy ha. You branch about party name. And then this party, I have economy. My company say, what the end is called Busan or Benebi, essentially of our original chairman. Chairman, no young for what you could be, or do what here, or peer best. Beme when you money. Your friend, any more yam in the chair. Your friend is your friend Augustus Andrews. Do you know the friend of Nanakosi? Branch here, chairman maintain. Okay. Because the records here very good.
There's a worker current
Ashanti
NDC chairman.
Say,
on one na mo pese osatoa so.
Only size.
Really?
Me say, me no buy. We say no Mando friend am me ne kora. We're out of the 47 constituencies. We have told close. You told Manaka 6 and you told 41. The result is overwhelming. Now when you want papi di watch it, you know na home brase. You see, ni papi wa not want to say enra, and then what is that? But no, not to say enra, or to say enne, or better say watching. Now home brase.
Chairman Kwesi.
And you see, he's one. Me, I've been in the party for all this while.
Yeah.
So per chairman na waba. Why ensure say every department of the NDC, yemo bi anye na women's week monye majuma, organization week monye majuma, youth week monye majuma, communication monye majuma. He stands tall, and that is why until obi obeka say I am attacking his persona, and I'm not sure what the constituency regional conference. Obi won say the magnitude of victory for Nakwasi this year, because I've told everybody say the election of Koya Nedin was last election 2022. When after we have lost power. Nemko chan through goods. So I feel he has delivered. About first time, near what 3 seats or they call 4. The second time, near what 4, they are called 7. Now, if we 7 got this election, we could have easily gotten 10.
Yeah.
Because I see that of Obasi West. So Obekaya, prior to 2024, the gap between the NPP and the NDC was 20,000 after the election. Gap now by Akadu 19 between the MP and the NDC. And so many other seats. And Ocean and Home Place, the way he's working. And I mean, people are behave like a magnet in the party because attract all facets. No more fair. Intuition party party. He's a businessman, so he's attracting the business community into our party. Oh yes, he's a businessman, so he's attracting the business community into our party. He's a man, no job. Intuition and no Ahenfie penny for nana onim ne say ohoro to tim no mudidia. I can say na ye pe more party name chairman Nana Kwesi.
Okay. On the current chairman Nana Akwesi.
Chairman still maintain.
Oh, okay.
Now the idea clan say party ya kono. You say your branch was on the business what in dia. You find ostrich.
Okay.
What you ostrich din? Richmond or say.
Oh no, den open.
Or per regional organizer.
Oh, okay.
Because you must maintain also what's in here. Me will be American because I mean well for the party.
Right.
It mean can be a wasem no any part Miss Solomon Anani, Mrs. say Obama you could or then a paper. Which one will say, or your CEO of Ostrich Group of Companies.
Okay.
Papa really is coming to help.
And I am a man in Dinkomo.
Oh, I'll bring him to this thing. He's a very young man, very dynamic. Now, dear Master Uncle dance on the say, Yame Eshaw, Nanya Hong Kong. Or will be now what the mafia come up. And these are the people we need them in politics. Right. Not talkatives, but people who will come and better the lives.
No more kasa.
Better the lives of other people.
Right.
And also another magnet in the party. I've said something that NDC graciously we are having magnets, and these magnets are attracting decent people into the party.
Right.
Kwadwo, baby, sorry. But trust the NDC. Everything will be okay. Chairman Nana Kwesi, Chairman Cementin. When in BB, Obey vice chairman. He was nicknamed. Obey vice chairman. He was nicknamed the available chairman. I don't have available chairman. So now Obey original office. No one share will be Obey could you say Okwa. Obey Nana Kwesi. I can was mama. Papa. And then they see all is well and all is good.
That's it. Yera Senior Solomon Anane, Ashanti Regional Manager, Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communication. omna hwe say your network ne ye omna hwe say IT ye omna hwe say technology no e kono ni mu Ashanti region yeah mbacho
ko je wa member abaso ko je nyame akira wo o da bi ojo ko je nyame akira wo
that's it
Ahenfie buy and do Uno say me advertise say since last Friday that was coming to Ahenfie. I cried now, I should share the link. And I'm saying, no, I say, because I mentioned one more, and I say, so share the link. Want to listen? No, could you in the media space in Ashanti region? Number do more, but they be also be and pim dome, and I'm pimping. But what the more door no, those will be on my time. And the piano say a funny affair, NDC full trouble, MP full trouble. Of course, 2 wine and they be at me, you are a great person. Uncle Poncho. You say I could do
that's it.
Could you could do? And yet, if I am to the Bobby to be for the other for them, I cook my cook pie. Yet, if I do, the difference could you make us could you make us let me cook pie bruta? Cook on the pie, sir, if you are doing well. Miss Anna Macatebo said, damn, make studio. Not call us by bus, which I was saying to me, call me, cook has been. No more trouble me, pa. That is damn me, team me. So it doesn't say, my yajuma, pa. The trouble is why yajuma. Okonomi Agasso, so there's a come on, one, and think I could one shelf. Oma, you could go home. That's it. Oma, Nipako, Yachimo, Dejma, we mao, no, money sensible. That's it. Now, a moon chair and chen. Now, if you want to go one castle but media station, what be see, now I employ. And I think, say, will get the
that's it. Yamin senior. Mekacho so oko prempe kale school pa nti eno so account nti na otimi kasa na o anko school pa obre young compacho
okay quick one yes sir so birthdays mienu bi abeto na we obiba prince in the UK who do what that way every bebe ho Ahenfie FM MCR bebe picture ya with their baby dear well anyway Obiwa Prince, who are UK, and I would do that.
Right.
Happy birthday to you, Nyakupo Inshraw. Na onton kwanem. Bebe ya kontadia ma yehuna bibi nia yehudi ebeye.
Right.
Okay, happy birthday to you, Obiba. Next one, Lydia, who do awada uwa safo. Bebe send down for pano, muti send me. And ne would do awada Nyakupo Inshraw. Na omang kwatentia huodin ewumpa. So Lydia, enjoy your day to the fullest. Happy birthday to you. May this smile never fade. Lydia, and Woody Wawada. All right, ain't you, Nana? Ahana edi birthdays in base. Maminko Elmina, Central Region.
Yeah.
There's this man, Reverend James Kwesi of Fem.
Right.
On fashion in Niagara in the Central Region. I say, or check your pa.
It's me checking around.
Papa, Reverend James Kwesi of Fem. In the Central Region, Elmina.
Right.
I say on fashion in the agro. Papa ye chia onyanko ponchra. Na onto won kwandem na bibia enye kama emmao.
All right. Efia.
Nana ye da ya chefo ne etiefo nyina ase se anope wo mu ne yatena nyame adom achi na ye nyina ye behia.
All right. That's abusan ye to aso DJ Chifaro to aso kind courtesy latest form your partner for life and a victory A calculator and so ewa makramo nyame adumocha ebeshia bye bye.